Hello, I'm Chris Solo, and welcome to the Realms of Ukodor, where that is not the intro.
Welcome to Fable 42, everybody.
No, hang on. I just need to put a pin in this for a second. I literally just had a flashback of episode 1 of Realms of Ukodor. I don't know why, either. That was wild. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah. So
We need more time.
Take two.
no, I'm really excited though. That's why. There's a lot of reasons why. Because like episode 1, there was all this cool lore stuff, and I did all this lore stuff for this show. Okay, so hello, I'm Chris Solo. Welcome to the Fable 42, where we build community through friendship, gaming, and chaos. You're watching the Realms of Ukodor, and you catch us live every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific here at twitch.tv/Fable42. But before we get into tonight's episode, we're going to dive into our announcements. Everything that you see that is 3D printed in any of our streams is brought to you by Griffin Co. Go ahead and click that link down below that our moderators will drop in. Also, we are Vorpal powered. Our video and audio displays, player indicators, digital dice, zoom features on the battle map are all brought to you by Vorpal Board. And there's a lot of ways you can support the channel now. You can support the channel through Twitch. Either you get a normal subscription or a Prime free subscription. We have bits. You can check the bit menu down below. The Fable 42 menu, which is potions and all sorts of things that will be able to help with that. Why is my music so loud right now?
Very loud.
Also, the Patreon. So you can go ahead and check our Patreon. So click that link down below for our Patreon link. There's a lot of really cool things. So if you're a subscriber on Twitch or a subscriber on Patreon, you get a few things. You get luck and inspiration die that you can use during any of our shows. It is use or lose. So if you give it to the players today and they don't use it, they'll lose it. But 9 times out of 10, they use it all. Eddie uses luck all day long for death saves. But you get a lot more now with the Patreon subscription tiers. Our first content drop, which was the Tarve race class that you can actually play in your home games now, is live on our Patreon. You get a Patreon role in our Discord, so then you get a private, VIP Discord channel where you can chat with other Patreon subscribers or the cast. We have goals and things down the line as well. If we hit our $125 goal, which we're very close to, you'll have a private Q&A with me, and possibly we'll drop Session 0, Episode 1 of Nafako and Eclipse meeting in this world. Just an episode with the two of them. And we have 2 more of those. The second one will most likely be dropped at our $250 goal. And the other beautiful thing about the $250 goal is Fables 42 will commission a piece of artwork from our very own artist, Lorenzo, who has created all this amazing artwork. I can never point right. So you'll get your own character art piece as well. On top of that, UkodorCon 2020 is October 15th through 18th. We have 4 community games currently. If you are a Patreon subscriber, you get to actually join those community games. That's your ticket to UkodorCon. The rest of UkodorCon will be streamed live on Twitch, which is free to the public. But if you want to actually play with, myself as a DM, Lizzie is DMing, or any of the other players who are playing in some of these games, you can do that. And the best way to do that is to be a Patreon subscriber. The higher tier that you have is the first come, first serve that you get to pick. Right now, tier 3 and 2 are picking which games they want to pick. And tomorrow, I'll open it up to tier 1. So if you want to pick a game before they all are filled up, go ahead and upgrade your current tier 1 to tier 2 now, or just go ahead and grab yourself a tier 2 subscription now, and then you'll be able to join in the chaos. Also, we have a Ko-Fi menu down below. If this subscription stuff is too much, or you don't really want to do that, you just want to support the players in this moment, you can go ahead and check our Ko-Fi menu down below, or the bit menu down below as well, and you can donate bits or dollars, cups of coffee for healing potions and inspiration die that way. Those items on either one of those menus are they keep it, so they can stack. They can keep it as long as they want. Also, again, we just talked about it, and I forgot again already. So last chance to enter Sword in the chat for the giveaway. We're going to count it down here in about 5 seconds, and then we're going to call a winner.
Oh no.
Do it.
3,
Do it.
2.5, quarter and an eighth. No, that's not right. All right, I'm going to call it. So the winner is the Noble Nerd. Noble Nerd, you have won the giveaway. Go ahead and PM me on Discord. I will get to you either during the break or after the show. Awesome. Congratulations. So, without further ado, let's get ready for the next chapter of the Realms of Ukodor.
Muster your courage, it must not abate. Allies are more than well, evil retreats. With fate in your hand, now the story's complete. Ukodor, we're full of mystery to explore. Monsters and danger around every turn, and soon enough you will learn. The choice is yours.
And welcome back. Last we left, the party was continuing their journey towards the monastery to speak more with Nyla about the White Cloaks. But prior to that, they met up with Lyland, the Tortle caretaker. Nafka was very curious on getting some more information about their friend Lyland. He shared that his family was killed when he was young, and he was kind of on some debris in the water before he learned how to swim, which explains his fear of the water. After the brief conversation with Lyland, they went into Nyla's study, the door closed, and they began their conversation. Nyla, hesitant at first, began to speak about the White Cloaks and how they were connected with the old Hesian Empire of the Second Age. But she also explained that she thought that they were gone. After the Great War and the defeat of Riha, she explained that they went there, the council went there to confront the Hesian Empire White Cloaks about not being part of this battle, and they were nowhere to be seen. Their cities were laid to ruin, and they thought that they were defeated by some other means. Continuing to describe and talk about these events, Kyriel explained and described what happened, the horrific events that she witnessed in Dulce and Khaldun. And taken back by that, Nyla just pauses for a moment, and then she gathers herself to continue the story. She further explained that Marduk is the savior god of the Hesian Empire and the White Cloaks. When Nyla had finished, Tyvar, the White Fox friend that they have just met, filled in some of the gaps of information. He explained that Marduk was not just a savior god, but he was also an ancient brass dragon, and quite possibly the oldest living creature in all of Ukodor. He mentioned that his former master Eldon was an associate of Marduk and Voltok back in the wizard school that goes by the name of Venrium College back in the First Age. But after this long discussion, the group asked Nyla if she had any work for them, since they were in they're in the area. And Nyla had mentioned several different things. There was some sort of lake monster that they didn't really have a whole lot of information about. There was another impending creature on the far east side of the lake in the mountains, but she also didn't have much information on that. But she did have a lead about some possible mountain trolls that were coming to the city and stealing civilians and livestock and taking them back up to their cave. So upon getting that information, and they learned that they need to go talk to Knack at the general store, the party said their goodbyes and began to leave the room. However, Eclipse said he had forgotten something and quickly rushed back into the room to talk to Nyla. Unbeknownst to him, Tyvar instinctually went invisible and followed him into the room and telepathically connected the conversation to Nafako, whom we later found out was a party foul, and Tyvar is going to try not to do that anymore. But during the conversation, the personal conversation between Eclipse and Nyla, they started to uncover some of the other information about RoU the Conqueror, and revealing that both Nyla and Eclipse had a lot more in common than they originally thought. Nyla was actually a slave to Vigkra, the leader of the orcs in Orgul Bay. Sharing some more private information, Eclipse took his leave to go meet up with the rest of the party. And as he opened the door, he saw Nafako standing there waiting, and just in a glimpse of a flash, a blink of an eye, Tyvar reappeared on her shoulder. Instantly, Eclipse knew what had happened, and they continued to exchange a few words and grounds for Tyvar and his inherent ability to always try to gain information. Meanwhile, Carrick and Kiwin arrived at the general store while Kyriel went to the lake to kind of look around and get just a sense and just kind of have a moment. Kiwin and Carrick went to the general store to go speak to Knack. Knack, who was also a very young Firbolg, stumbling over himself, trying to, in one way or another, trying to woo this new Firbolg female that had entered his shop, trying to, be very descriptive, but then still, as a very intimidating Carrick stood there glaring at him, things just got a little awkward. But the party did eventually all meet up in there. Nafako, very curious about the situation, turned to be an interesting turn of events. They acquired some items that they later found that was magical, and then continued to the tavern for just a little bit. But the next morning, they reconvened. They headed north with the instructions from Knack to find this cave. Outside of this cavern, there was a dozen dead carcasses outside of local wildlife, and they've been there for a little while, and the meat was rotting. Kiwin attempted to put some of these carcasses into her bag of holding as a gift for Knack. Her friends did insist that she maybe not do that quite yet. But they eventually did creep into the cave as quietly as they could, trying to maintain as much silence as they could. Eclipse eventually did pull out his lantern and tried to kind of see if anything was hiding or invisible. And the party barely split up a little bit, trying to cover as much ground as possible. Kiwin noticed something very shiny and magical in nature in some of the piles of trash. She carefully moved box after box, barrel after barrel, to get into this pile of goods to retrieve that chest. And simultaneously, about the time that she retrieved that chest, Eclipse noticed a very large sleeping mountain troll that was invisible on the other side of the room. She pulls the chest out. The rest of the loot that was not being held by anything else other than that little chest tumbled to the ground, making a lot of noise, startling that troll. Quickly, Eclipse and Nafako threw that net they just acquired from Knack over this troll. Inherently, when they found out that net was actually of a very strong magical nature that actually grounded itself to the ground and started to wind the net tighter to keep that troll at bay. However, there were two other trolls in the space. A very large troll jumped over the one that was restrained, and a smaller troll came from the back corner and jumped into combat. The party took no moments wait and began to attack the creatures. Eventually, I believe Kiwin toasted the larger creature. She fell to the ground dead. The smaller creature was wounded quite a bit. Eclipse jumping on its back, just stabbing it until it fell dead as well. And as it was falling dead and unconscious, it was reaching for the larger creature that was just burned, said something in Giant. Meanwhile, during this this fight, the larger creature was put to sleep. And as that little creature falls to the ground, dead, Eclipse on its back, that's where we pick it up.
Eclipse will withdraw his daggers from the corpse and wipe them off.
Honkers is going over to the chain figure
Killed.
and it's going to bite at its eyeball.
Oh.
The one that's sleeping?
Yeah, well, the one that's knocked out, basically, in the
The one that's
chain.
currently in the net.
Yeah, because you cast sleep. You cast sleep on it, right?
Sleep on it. It
Yeah,
is a
so yeah, it's
magically
going to try to like
asleep.
bite its eye out.
Just roll a d20 for me. We'll see
Oh,
if
dear.
Honkers could do that.
I'm going to do it.
Can I?
I mean, I've got
shoot
I've got her character sheet pulled up. So, which one was it? Oh, 12 plus.
So many exciting things happening right now.
Plus 3 to hit, so 15.
I think 15 hits. Yeah. So Honkers quickly bites on the troll's eye and rips
It's
it
only
out
1
of its
HP.
socket. Only 1 HP, but that's enough to wake him up. So he is no longer sleeping, screaming in pain, his eye socket bleeding on the ground, and he's frantically looking around. What would everyone like to do? So Kiwin was just saying something as you were doing that. So Kiwin, you want to pick up?
We just killed a mom and her baby,
What?
and she looks like an Eclipse, terrified.
Honkers, stop that. Come back.
Eclipse looks surprisingly disgusted at what this goose just did. But
Okay.
You were going to eat her before.
Yes.
When I run over to, I hear Kiwin say that. I run over to the smaller one and try and lay on hands it.
Sure. And what does lay on hands do?
I mean, it basically you just give HP. You have a pool of healing power that can restore up to 20 HP per long rest. As an action, you can touch a creature to restore any number of HP in the pool.
would Eclipse have enough insight to understand what Nafuko's trying to do?
I think so.
I've healed you that way at least.
Yes, that's true.
A few times. So
Getting an inclination as to what's going on, Eclipse would hold his hand up to Nafuko. It's too late. Best not waste the energy.
Wait, so is this other troll waking
she
up?
ignores you and tries anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you using the whole pool or just a little bit just to get him awake?
I'm just a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe
So you
5
do it,
HP.
and the creature is on the ground. So he's unconscious.
breathing?
It's breathing. It's unconscious, but it is breathing.
It's alive?
What about the mom?
Oh.
Okay, well then that
Mom
works. All...
is
These
toast.
things were eating. Okay.
The mom is
So-
like burned.
So-
Ariel thinks it's.
Meta point of order. We're still in combat. We're still in combat range.
Yeah.
It was
I'll
my
let
turn.
Nafuko do that technically out of order, which is it's totally fine.
Okay.
So Kyriel and Honkers just did what they did.
I didn't.
It would be
Honkers did. Their
well, Honkers goes on your turn. So if you want to do something, let's back up. So Eclipse kills the baby.
or after. Just kidding.
Nafuko we'll let you do the eye thing. That's fine.
Okay.
Honkers does the eye thing. He wakes him up. He's looking around frantically. It's not his turn yet, so he hasn't noticed anything. Nafuko heals the baby. The baby is now unconscious. Well, not a baby. It's an adolescent. Let's be real. The teenager is moody and sleeping right now, but alive. My creatures, for the better purpose of things, certain things do make death saves. So they are unconscious, dead, making death saves. So he's no longer making a death save. It is now Kyriel's turn. You hear this. The creature is like groggy, like he's trying to move and wake up. You see Nafuko heal the baby, or the young one. What do you want to do?
They were, but they've been eating people. Are we gonna? Should we try to save them? Do you, Kiwin? Can you talk to them?
Well, yeah, I mean, if they want to talk to me in Giant, I can understand and communicate if they want to. We just killed the mom. Or I killed the mom.
I'm going to run over. I think I'm pretty close. I'm close enough. I think we were all close enough. I'm going to run over and I will try to, but I'm going to try to stabilize, like help.
Okay. Can you roll a medicine check for me?
Yeah.
What the hell are you all doing?
We're like really nice.
We're the good buddies, guys.
Oh
my
God,
God,
please
stop
don't.
it.
I'm pretty sure we came here to take
That's a
these things
roar.
out.
Yes,
rolled a
this one's a
4.
little confused
A
as
4.
well.
I'm not trying that hard.
Kyriel, you run over there and you try to stabilize, but you're unsuccessful. But you are trying to bring it back.
There's blood. What did you do? What did you do, Eclipse?
Carrick?
Oh wait, Eclipse. No, never mind. Eclipse.
This one didn't kill that one.
Did
I really can't even understand what's happening. We're here to take these things out and you're trying to save them? Am I losing my mind right now? Wow.
No, for once this one is of a similar mindset and is rather confused.
I'm very confused. We're not in any danger at the moment, or?
No, the little one's unconscious but alive. The mother is still unconscious.
Combat.
I'm not sure. Well,
Well,
I'm
the
still
guy's
doing
fucked
initiative
out.
order because of
Okay.
what's gonna happen. Like, if
What's
so
gonna happen?
dad is awake but doesn't know what happened yet,
My bad.
and he's last on the initiative order. So it is now Carrick's turn. Carrick, you see Nafako run up and like you hear Kiwin say it was a baby and a mom. You see Nafako react and bring the little one back to life. You see Kyriel try to bring the older one back to life, but she fails. What would you like to do?
Begin restraining them?
All of us?
Yeah,
No,
who would you like to
These
restrain?
controls, my God, what are you people doing?
Oh.
Well, the baby's
Oh,
unconscious, so it's not waking up anytime soon.
Okay, well, we've got the one under the net, the other one is being
Yeah.
revived as we speak.
Well, we don't know yet. It's not alive yet.
I mean, if you guys are gonna try to save these things, we're tying them up. We're here for other reasons. These things are no good to us alive. Really?
I mean, there's a pile of dead bodies.
I mean, yeah, but Kiwin is still gonna try and heal someone on her turn.
So
They could have eaten your brother.
Everyone realizes that once these things awake, they're only going to try to kill us again.
They could have eaten your brother. Maybe he's here. You want to keep him alive? What kind of crap is this?
Maybe we should look through the dead bodies. Is it
Is
bad?
it
Like,
my turn now? Like, what's
it
happening?
is.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Carrick did what he did. Getting ready with bindings.
I
Um,
thought the dead body
Kiwin.
pile was just like mangled parts.
It was.
what I
It was
was
all
imagining.
all humanoid. It's all like humanoid creatures. I mean, you could investigate it if you wanted, but that would be your turn.
Yeah, I guess I will. Hearing what Carrick said, that is what I will do. Kiwin will
Okay, so
go
do an
and
investigation check for me.
investigate the bodies.
Enough of that.
16.
16. You take your quick few seconds and like push the bodies around. Push the bodies around. You don't see any firbolgs. You don't see any tabaxis. They're actually surprising. There are some humans and dwarves in here.
But I've never
Which
seen.
are not common
I've never
around
seen.
here.
Like I
No.
don't think I've ever seen a human or a dwarf. I'm
No,
probably
you
like,
probably
this
haven't.
is so little. Okay.
maybe the baby was eating.
The weird goblin?
Bonus action. Bonus action. Oh my god, I have. I'm gonna bonus action healing word on the mom since Kyriel's trying to.
Okay. Go for it. What do you say?
Oh god, what was my healing word? It was like, may you oh, they don't like the sun, but she's gonna say it anyways. May your skin warm may your skin warm in the sunlight. Healing word. That is 1d4. And that was a 4 plus.
Ooh, it's like
So
the dice
8.
don't want us to
8
do
hit,
it.
8 hit points.
8. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else with your turn?
No, but I am by the dead bodies. I want to make that clear.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Got it. So you do that, and the mom, you watch as the burn marks mostly heal, and her eyes open up. And in Giant, you hear her say, "Evo," and she runs to the child, and like you watch something interesting that you did. None of you, even if you've heard of mountain trolls before, is you watch this weird radiant glow come off of her hands. And she casts some sort of radiant spell on the child. And you also hear it in Giant as well. And they see you all and they're hugging each other right now. And they're not being aggressive at all.
Okay.
And at the end of that, Nafako, technically you can have another turn if there's anything else you'd like to do.
Okay. They're not being aggressive. That's good. I'm gonna try and say something in Orc, see if they understand. I'm sorry we hurt you. You scared us.
Okay.
Ate a bunch of people.
I'm sorry we brutally murdered you.
The male figure on the ground with the one eye now. Just you enter our home, and he says this in common, by the way.
Oh shit.
In common or in orc?
Well, that is the same thing.
Well, that is
Common is orc in
Yeah.
this.
Okay.
Oh my god! I just realized something that's very exciting.
What?
Oh my god! No, this is for later. I just my head just exploded with lore things I was doing, and I just totally
man.
just this is exciting.
Light
So
bulb.
sorry. In orc, we'll just say it orc. Well, so it's not confusing. So he says it in orc. The two, the little one and the mom, do not seem like to react to your question. So it does very obviously seem that they do not speak orc, but he does. And he looks at you all. You came into our home and attacked us. What would you expect us to do? And now you are no longer in combat right now. If anything aggressive happens, it'll reroll initiative.
So immediately upon seeing this one troll figure heal or do something to this other troll figure, Eclipse is going to immediately jump back, completely taken aback by what he is seeing.
You ate all of these people.
Yes, we did. They were evil people. They were harming the village folk down below.
No one
See,
told
that's
us
not
that.
exactly the way we hear it.
Go take a look. The humans and dwarves don't take kindly to your kind as well.
He's true. I've never seen anything like these things.
So as he says that, you all can go and take a look, and there are no goblins or two or drow. There are just humans and dwarves.
So
And you
somebody
can-
lied to us.
Can you also someone take do an investigation or perception check too?
Eclipse will do that. No, he won't.
Kyriel, you can do it with advantage.
I have a perception of 18.
18. And also, I don't know why, but mommy troll, mommy
Oh
troll.
my.
What was everybody else's perception check?
12.
I rolled
12.
a 9.
9.
22.
22. So, Carrick, you notice that these humans and dwarves, they do have armor and weapons that are kind of away from them now because the piles are there. but you could still very, very much identify that these are humans and dwarves. You've seen them before. You're very familiar with them. Kyriel, you're only partially familiar with humans and dwarves because of your traumatic events that you just witnessed. About half of these figures have white, well, they're bloodied now, but most the white garments with gold or brass trim on them.
I thought that they hadn't made their way here.
Who is they?
If these are the same people, if these are the same people that I saw back in Dulce, oh, we're in big trouble. They're the ones that were killing everyone.
The white cloaks.
Yes.
Well, perhaps we should make our leave now.
Hold on just one moment. And Eclipse will turn to them. You've never been to the villages.
No, we haven't. We've been close, of course. We saw these fools hurting or trying to steal some of the smaller creatures. We weren't able to save the ones that they were taking, but we sure got rid of these ones. 2 of them got away, though. They went east.
Do you know where these people camped?
I do not. I just know that they went east, and this was, I believe, the day before last.
So if people went disappearing and you were seen in the area, then people might have assumed that might be why people assumed you were doing it.
That's what I would guess.
That would make sense.
Pardon me. I don't mean to be rude. Before they came, were you eating other people too?
I don't like eating people. And when you look at the piles of bodies, they do not look to be eaten. They look to be like ripped to shreds and destroyed, but they were probably brought back here to take items off to see if there's anything to trade.
What's your preferred cuisine then?
Well, I eat deer or horses.
Wait now,
things that
wait a
catch
second.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Did you take a deer from a firbolg?
I mean, I found a deer lying on the ground.
Well, he
No one
was
around, so I claimed
scared.
it.
He was scared of you. He went invisible, and you took it from him.
Well, all he had to say was, "Excuse me, that's mine," and I would have let him have it.
He was scared of you. Look at you. You're a big old troll.
That's very hurtful.
Well, I didn't mean no offense. That's just what you are.
Eclipse is going.
She's like looking at everyone like, am I not wrong?
Eclipse is gonna walk up to Kyriel. These look like the ones you spoke of.
Yes, they do.
Great. Now we're all friends.
Eclipse is going to walk over to the downed one covered in the net. And he's gonna move in real close to him. This one's going to release you. Do not make any sudden moves. And he's gonna pull the net off of him.
Okay. So you reactivate the net. It relaxes, then shrinks kind of back to its normal form, and then you stow it away.
So cool.
Real quick, lock and inspo to Carrick for sling and facts. I don't remember what that means in what context, but there it is. Luck and inspo to Eclipse, Nafako, and Kyriel.
Thank you.
I get 4 luck and inspo.
Oh,
What?
criminy.
Why in
Um,
the world?
Also, a luck and inspo to every player. So everybody gets a luck and inspo as well.
I think
Awesome. Thank you very much, folks.
Thank you all.
So
Yeah.
he slowly gets up, and in Giant, he goes up to his family. And Kiwin, you hear him say, Don't worry. We'll continue to move north. Don't believe it's safe here for us anymore.
North.
Where north are you gonna go?
Somewhere where there's less civilization. I don't like the complex nature of humans and dwarves interacting with all of you.
I doubt going north's gonna help you.
Oh.
We'll go into the Goblin Mountains. I believe we'll be safe.
Just avoid the major cities.
I have friends in Ukodor, and I'll probably head there first.
Well,
Have I
if you
seen
go
any
through-
trolls in Ukodor?
Hmm?
Have I seen any trolls in Ukodor?
Do a history check.
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
-1, so 8.
8. You actually have seen trolls in Ukodor. Now that you guys get a closer look at them, because when she cast that spell on the child, like the whole room lit up, they are trolls. He is probably 15 to 20 feet tall. The child is probably 8, and the mom is probably 12. So they're big, but they're not that big. And you have seen trolls of his nature. He is not a mountain troll. I'm blanking on the name that I created for them, but they are much like there are like feral goblins and then there are like civilized goblins. He is a different troll, so they have evolved a little bit. They're still scary and animalistic, and will still rip legs off of horses to eat them, but they are a little bit more civilized than that.
They can carry a conversation.
Yes.
In a few different languages.
But you have seen now that you see him, like you have seen a couple of his kind in there. And I'm so frustrated that I can't find it.
Since it seems that they are not the threat we thought they were, perhaps it's best we let them go on their way.
Well, I think that would be the best. Just try not to scare any more fearbolgs and take their dinner.
Tell your friend I will keep an eye out for them.
Before you leave, you mentioned that these ones, the ones in white, they came from the east.
Yes.
Any more you can tell?
I didn't want to venture too far from my family, so I did not seek any further. I killed the ones that were harming the other creatures, buried the body, and then took those foul beasts up here to see if there was anything I could salvage.
How many bodies are there, or how many of these are there?
10.
10. And then he said 2 got away, right?
2 got away, and it was about
Okay.
a day ago.
So there were only 12 of them, or more, from what he's telling us. Okay.
There was only 12 at that time, but he doesn't know
Right.
if there's any more down the way.
Right. I was just seeing if that was maybe a scouting party, like just thinking numbers wise.
Numbers wise, as you're saying this conversation, I think Eclipse and Carrick would probably chime in. Scouting parties aren't usually that big. That's a hunting party. That's a little bit more like they've already scouted it. Scouting parties usually like 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
So a big group like that was probably the full group, but you never know. So you don't know if those 2 guys went to a camp or if they hightailed it back to wherever they came from.
Okay.
Either way,
but that
he's
does
the
say that there are
problem.
white cloaks much farther west than you all imagine.
Yeah. Okay.
Either way, heading east is probably our best bet, right?
Are these ones we want to actually face? It sounds like they're best to be avoided.
I feel like maybe we should go. What were they saying? Going down south to Nightcrest to get more information?
Yeah, that's
That
what they
could
said.
be
Go to
wise.
Nightcrest to get more info about the 2 different things.
I think, but we need to warn Nyla that these disappearances were from the White Cloaks.
Yeah,
Maybe
got
we should
them.
take one of their like cloaks with us as evidence. Did you
Yeah.
take anything? You said, did you take anything off their bodies? Anything written?
It's over there. feel free to take what you need. We'll gather our things and we'll be on our way.
What was your
Thank
name?
you for... My name is Tech,
Tech?
and this is my wife, Vina, and my son, Ivo. And Riku is what they're called. Riku. They're technically a playable race in solo C&D Beyond thing, if anybody wants to play a troll. All right.
They're Riku, R-Y-K-O?
Riku.
Oh, Riku.
Nafako,
Riku? Yes, best Riku haiku you can make.
Nafako goes up to the tallest troll. I'm so sorry.
Tallest troll.
Can I, if you lean down, I can at least help the pain in your eye.
Thank you.
And then she reaches up and lays on hands on his eye for another 5 points.
Okay. You watch the wound close and the blood's still there, but it does heal. And he leans down to you. And what are your names?
Well, my name's Kiwin.
I'm Nafako.
Kyriel.
Nice to meet you.
Well, this one's Carrick and the other one's Eclipse. I don't want to tell you their names.
I'm like backing out. Just trying to get out of there.
It is wise. Males tend to be a little bit more aggressive and protective of their lady counterparts. But I see that the three of you also take care of yourselves as well. So maybe you take care of those two. But we will be gone. What was that?
I've saved Eclipse many times.
You see him smile, and he smiles this really big grin. And he does have some like canine fangs, whatever, and one of them is actually like silver. He just kind of smiles at you. Well, protect each other like your family. And I will continue to protect mine because you all showed mercy. And I will be forever grateful for that. Good luck. And during that time, the mom and the kid, they went and grabbed like bags of things, and the kid looked really fucking crazy when he was coming out, just because. But like, it's kind of like Kiwin. When you look at Kiwin's art, she's like aggressive and like, and then she's like, that's kind of the same nature. So the little one does kind of wave at all of you, smiling, and then they start to walk out. And as they walk out, as he's kind of like squeezing through the entranceway, the remains of this cave is yours to do what you wish with. Again, keep each other safe, and thank you.
Well, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you for the help to the village.
Yes, thank you. Just best
Sorry for
stay
the
out of trouble.
I will make sure that we make ourselves known before we arrive in a new location.
Good
Okay.
plan.
I
And
wonder if
he leaves.
Once they are completely out of earshot, what just happened?
Well, we
That-
killed the troll family and we brought them back.
that
Yeah.
was unexpected, and many unexpected things happened all in a row.
Kiwin's gonna pull out her chest.
As a meta note, it's from a DM. Because I had mentioned this in the beginning of the campaign that you don't always have to kill everything. I didn't think you guys were going to do this. And I was sitting on, like, how long do I wait to tell them that they were actually a very, like, peaceful, intelligent
Oh my
group
god.
that didn't murder. Like, I was wondering, like,
That we
do I
thought-
tell them ever?
As
Like,
soon
or
as
do I
you
just let them-
messaged
Oh my
me that was a kid and this was a family, Kiwin was gonna be like, no.
I'm just very grateful that you did allow us to revive them.
Yes.
So because things that are playable races, or if they are like more legendary creatures, they do have sometimes they have the ability to make death saves. So it is a playable race, which means it's just like another PC or like a stronger NPC technically. So yeah, they were making death saves. She failed her first one, the mom, but
Oops.
So Keewan has
very
his
happy
chest.
DM right now. So you open the chest.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I die.
yeah. So you you die.
I'm not a
instantly.
Chest hurt, Keewan. Don't forget the lesson from last.
So as you open the chest, what you see inside is very surprising. The outside of this chest, it's wood, and there's some nice like silver and gold trimmings on it, and it looks very old. And the chest itself is very dusty. It looks like it's been here for a really long time. You open it up, and some of the dust kind of trickles down into the chest, and you see like food and fruit. It looks like it's not spoiled, and the smell hits you immediately that it's super fresh.
Keewan's gonna eat.
What sorcery
Are
is
you
this?
hungry after all that?
So you eat it.
Well, it smells real good. Yeah, I eat it.
Okay. So you eat
Eating strange food.
you eat one piece. It tastes amazing, and it tastes like it hasn't aged or decayed ever. It tastes just as fresh as it did when it was plucked. Any of the fruit or vegetables that you have.
Y'all, there is some fresh food in this chest.
What
Just
black
gonna
magic
show
is
everyone
this?
What you have, what you have in your possession is a chest of preserving.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
So you can put anything that's fresh in there, and it will not age or decay or rot.
But it's small. It's like
It's
put a
2
body
feet.
in
It's like a little. It'll fit in your bag of holding,
Oh, I
and it
can
does not count
crawl
as a
in
bag
there.
of holding. So you can do that.
oh, okay, good.
What happens
I
if you
already
put the bag
put
of
it
holding
in my bag of
inside?
I don't know. I'm way too tired to try to figure out what would happen. You all die. Let's start over. That's fine.
Okay.
Chest of preserving. Okay, cool.
Shaking off the confusion at what he's witnessing right now, Eclipse is going to go over to the corpses and look for one of the tunics that's in decent shape, especially with like that identifiable emblem on it, and he's going to pull out one of his daggers and cut it off.
Easy enough. And it is an emblem of like a side profile face of like, it's hard to tell now, like gold and bronze and copper all kind of look alike depending on like how aged it is, but this is very dirty and it's a little bloody, but you're able to kind of like clean it off a little bit, so you can definitely see it's a side profile of a dragon. Oh, hang on. There's no reason at all why I have a sail that has the same symbol on it. That's the symbol.
I am disturbed.
It was from Origins.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
Keewan, are you adding that item, or do you want me to add it?
I can add it. Is it? Can I just find it? I've never.
Yeah, it's a common item. It's chest of preserving.
So
She's gonna offer everyone some food though, while she eats some.
Well,
Y'all,
that's
you want
not-
some? This is real good food. I don't know why, but it's fresh.
Are there any
Later.
peppers?
Are there any what?
Peppers. Are there anything spicy in there?
Are there spicy things
Sure.
in here?
Sure, there's a
Yeah.
red pepper in there.
Oh,
Sure,
yeah.
why
Can I have that?
Sure can.
This
it's
is
so
not
nice.
the time for eating. If these white cloaks are as terrifying as you claim, this information needs to go back south as quick as possible.
Right.
I
let's
want
go.
to.
Shut
well,
it real quick and just slip it into my bag.
Yeah. I want to look through their possessions to see if there's anything that could tell us more about what they were doing here. Maybe if they had something written down.
Everybody do an investigation check.
My specialty.
They did say that they had some stuff from them.
Yeah,
Maybe.
10.
10.
Ooh.
Eclipse is still
9.
confused at the notion of this
Actually,
magically
I'm gonna-
preserved food.
I'm gonna use a luck and an spell on this, I think. I really
Alright.
want to find stuff. Okay, well, that's only a 12.
Okay, a 12. So there's a lot of items in the chest and things, and I can tell you some of the stuff that you guys find as you're kind of looking around. The 12 was enough for my DC to find something important, and I can get to that in a second. And I'll send that to you in a minute. But items that you guys find, and you guys can divvy these out as you want. There is an intricate candle. It is not currently lit, but it does have a silver base on it with some like silver trimmings coming up the side. It looks like it's been used, but it looks like the wax hasn't gone down. That's the best I can give you. There is a small silver token about this big with what looks to be almost like a fossil of what looks to be probably like a leaf or a feather or something like that on the token. There is a small horn. There is a bottle with blue liquid in it. There is a very small cube, kind of about the size of a Rubik's Cube. It is solid on all sides. There are no buttons or anything. I'm not giving you a cubic gate at level 4.
I was like, what in the world?
And you find a very interesting, let me look at the description. You find a blue book with silver and gold trimmings all on the brim of this book. And there is a latch, and it does not seem to be locked. That does latch the book closed. So you guys can decide who gets what, and then I can share what those items are later. Nafko, you do find a letter. Do you want me to just type to you what it says, or do you just want me to say it out loud?
Just say it out loud. I'm sure I'd share it.
Okay. So it says, gather. Hang on. What languages do you speak?
I speak many languages.
It's actually written in Infernal, so you do speak it. So it is written in Infernal. It says, gather as many magic creatures as possible. Bring them to Vaughn Highlands.
Magic creatures. Do I know where that is?
Isn't that east?
It was spoken once before, so I would say your characters would have a brief recollection of it. Not the Vaughn Highlands are far east of Silver Lake. It's roughly the same direction, and that Nyla was talking about something scary and big coming out of that mountain, taking people.
Mm-hmm.
So who takes what item?
Eclipse is unaware of these items because he was too distracted by the preserving box right now. So unless someone shares this information, he has no idea what was found.
Does anybody have anything that detects magic or like identifies items or anything like that?
I mean, I have detect magic, but I don't have identify yet.
Yeah.
Or I don't have it prepared if it's available for me. I'll take the candle though, because candles seem pretty cool.
I wouldn't mind leafing through the book as we head back, like walking along and reading, looking at the book.
Okay. Carrick is so confused.
I was flipping the coin, and then the box came up, and I started like trying to what's going on with this thing. I mean,
okay, sure.
I want the horn. I don't know what it is, but I want it.
Okay.
If anyone else wants it, you can have it. But
so,
I mean,
do you show it to us?
yeah, I'm showing. Yeah, if Kiwin has it, she's gonna show everyone.
Does this horn look at all familiar?
Ooh, do a history check for me.
Okay. How's a 6 do you for?
No idea.
I wasn't sure if it resembled the other horn that Eclipse had acquired at a different session.
No, this is a different
Completely different, okay.
Yeah. So Kiwin has the horn and the candle. Kyriel has the book. Nafko, do you take any items?
I'll take the blue liquid.
Okay. And then Carrick, you have the coin and the cube? Okay. So just write those down, and if you guys do identify them, I can tell you what they are. Or if you sit with them long enough, then you... Sure. As you're leafing through the... Oh, I'm sorry. You also find 210 gold pieces.
Nice.
210 gold? Oh my.
Yes, gold.
You said you were
They
gonna
were
do
in the
this.
satchels and bags that these guys had.
Which are, I mean, we probably need to talk about this in game, but does Kiwin still have all of the gold and silver?
Unless
Okay.
she's
Haven't
giving
taken
it
it
up at
back
some
for her.
point.
I mean, she wouldn't have. I mean, she'll probably just like give it to someone, but okay. Just wanted to.
So that's
Divvy
40,
that out how you wish.
42 each. I think we were dividing it up.
Well, we haven't
Well,
yet.
currently-
It's
yeah.
all
Yeah.
in the bag of holding. The
Except
stuff
for this
previous.
amount that we just found, unless we put it in the bag.
So what is
No.
it? 40?
42 each, if it's 210 gold.
42.
Is it being...
Woohoo!
there we
Yeah.
are.
The
He
magic
planned
number.
this.
I
Is
think someone-
is
Oh
that
my
being
God.
divided up and given to everyone?
The 210.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So 42 you said? Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
This is a lot.
Yes. This
So,
has become quite useful.
As you guys grab these items, and you said you were vacating, you're starting to leave to head back down, grabbing the items and the proof and everything else. Kyriel, you're sifting through the book. Do an investigation or Arcana check.
On our way back, I'd like to look for a deer to murder.
Perception check.
Don't murder trolls, but kill all the deer.
Well, it's just hunting.
That's awesome.
Nat 20 plus perception 24.
So on your way out, it's almost like you didn't even like. You're just walking, and you just a deer just falls over, and you go grab a deer. There you go. Sacred flame, it's gone.
I was gonna say I'll hit it with my short bow, but
Oh, there you go.
okay. So
this
I'll
one needs
carry.
to take you hunting more often.
I'm gonna carry the deer
Okay.
back to.
Kiwin, deer on her shoulders, walking down.
Well,
Blood
I'm
dripping
considered.
on the path.
I'm considered large when I'm carrying
Yeah.
things, so I can carry a lot.
So
Absolutely.
let me get this straight. We're going to warn people that the trolls weren't bad, and then we're going east?
This
I thought we
information...
were going south.
We're going back.
The
to Silver Lake.
information regarding the trolls may be irrelevant. The important thing is to warn Nyla of these white cloaks.
Mm-hmm.
The trolls actually may be better to keep to ourselves, best so that we still get paid.
I mean, we still did the job.
Yeah,
I
there's
know.
no trolls there anymore.
I
Indeed.
think Nyla would understand.
I think we should be truthful.
I agree.
These
This,
trolls
this one
were
did
just
not
helping.
suggest deception, just perhaps skipping over that detail.
But that
Just
is
saying.
But
deception.
that, yeah, you gotta be.
The trolls
100%
aren't there anymore.
truthful.
That's not a lie. That's not a deception at all.
The trolls were not doing anything wrong, though.
Indeed.
My point is, we still
Okay.
get paid if we say the trolls aren't there anymore.
If
Done.
we lie, then how did we find out about the white cloaks?
We found their corpses in the caves of the trolls.
I think it's important that we don't
Yeah.
damn
Victims of
these
the trolls.
trolls to be hunted down in a later
I
date.
agree. Yeah, I agree.
That note finally sinks in, and Eclipse finally. So
Eclipse, do
beaut.
you want some more of this food that's magically staying delicious?
They're magically delicious.
Oh my god. Any hiss. That's gold right there.
This one will give a hard
I call it
pass.
the Lucky
However,
Charms box.
if there's any spare deer, that does look rather delicious.
Well, no, this is gonna go to Knack. He lost the deer. We're bringing it back for him.
Does Knack
Is he
need
never
the
going to
entire
hunt
deer?
again?
Well, if he wants to share the deer with us,
Are
then
you gonna
that's
chew it up and
fine.
spit it in his mouth?
Me? Most certainly.
Treat him like a baby bird. Man.
On that note,
Most certainly will not be chewing it up and spitting it in his mouth.
Oh boy.
Wow.
And Eclipse actually laughed at that.
wow. Luck and inspo to Eclipse.
Oh, thank you.
Kyriel, what were your checks?
22. 22 Arcana.
22. As you're sifting through this book, you've felt pages like this before. They feel like they're very aged, but they feel like they haven't weathered. They feel like they haven't aged any, but like they're aged to a point, and then it seems like this book is very old. There's nothing written in this book, but you sense that there are things written in this book.
Oh. Would you all mind if I hold on to this?
No,
There's nothing here, but I feel like there might be something if I just look at it long enough, study it.
Seems
I bet
no
you
issue.
got a real good imagination.
He's of
I
no
do,
use to this one. These words make no sense.
Okay. So you take the little bit to get back down to the Silver Lake Monastery, carrying a deer on your shoulders.
Yeah.
As we're on our way back, Mafuko sort of like goes over to Kiwin, and she's like, "So you're very knowledgeable about the wilds, right? Like woods, plants, animals."
Well, I guess I'm a little bit. Yeah, I mean, we lived amongst the swamp, and my pa, he's a real good hunter. As you can see, I learned from the best.
It's just
And she pats the deer butt.
I have no memories of being out in the wild pretty much at all, and I'm just so curious. Do you know what that flower is?
Can I look at the flower? And first of all, I'm gonna say hi to it.
Oh my god.
And can I identify what the flower is?
Sure. You the flower that she points out is a lily, and you point it out, and there's a whole prairie of them, and yeah, you identify it easily. It
Well, hey
seems
there,
like
flower.
it waves back at you.
Yeah, that's a lily.
Oh, it's so
It's
pretty.
waving. It's waving at us.
She goes over and picks one up and then presses it into a journal. And if you might see that she actually has like a book full of flowers that she's pressed. I might ask you about some of these later if you don't mind.
All right. You know, you just
Did she kill it?
murdered that flower. It was waving at us.
Oh, I didn't pick up the one that was waving.
Oh.
That one was very fun.
Oh, I love it.
Kiwin's gonna be like, "I'm so sorry," and then she's gonna leave.
Don't pick
Okay.
the flowers.
Well, it's okay if they're already fallen. But I mean, they are living. I mean, I talk to them all the time.
So was the deer.
I mean, he has a point. We have to. I can understand with the.
But are you
Just
gonna
lying.
eat the flower?
Redrawing.
The tower one has some strange lines that they draw.
Are you gonna eat the flower though?
No, they don't taste good.
Well, that's my point. This is gonna get eaten. The flower.
I don't think it's wasted either, though. It's preserved, and I can show it to other people who might not get a chance to see it.
All right.
Meanwhile, while we argue about flowers, there are impending dangers that perhaps we should notify others of.
I think you're right.
I assumed we were traveling.
Yeah, so
during all
walking.
of this.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. So you're continuing this conversation as you're walking I don't know if my audio stuff works. There it goes. So you are continuing walking. You do get back to the city with gear on your shoulders. People are looking at you all because word travels really fast in this small town. They know what you guys were doing. You do see Nyla there. She's actually, outside talking to somebody outside of the monastery. They're writing something down, and she says, "Go, go!" And they rush off. They jump on a horse and they start galloping. What looks to be north or like west and like going out the west gate. Let me just say it like that.
Going out the west gate.
If that was a message about things we discussed, there may have been additional information that would have been helpful for you to know.
Such as?
Hold on. Inside.
Kiwin's
not
gonna...
with that though.
No, Kiwin's not going inside. She's gonna go
Okay.
to take it to Knack.
The tall one has other matters to attend to.
Oh, all right. Yes. Come on in then. Are you all going, or is it just
I'm going
Kiwin
with.
going to the?
Eclipse is going.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely staying.
I'm going with Nyla.
Well, I'm going to not make. I mean, I'm just gonna loosely follow her to just keep an eye on the kid.
Just to make sure she's not alone with the shopkeeper.
Questioning all of your life decisions. I understand.
brother.
So as you all begin to walk into the study, Kiwin and Carrick, you start taking the deer towards Knack, and she brings you in and, well, did you take care of the troll problem?
Yes.
In a manner of speaking.
But we discovered something else while we were there. And Eclipse will reach into his sack, pull out the piece of the cloak that he had ripped off, and toss it on the table in front of her.
Where did you find this?
In the cave.
There were 10 bodies that seemed to all be connected.
I am very confused.
The trolls were just attacking the white cloaks. Apparently they came across a whole party that were trying to kidnap people in the surrounding area.
They
She
weren't.
has
They
just
weren't
like
eating
a
the.
big oaf and just sits on the chair.
They actually showed intelligence.
And they weren't eating the townsfolk. They were just trying to save them.
And they've moved on. And
They weren't mountain trolls.
No, they were Riku. I've seen them in Ukodor.
Why are they this south?
I don't
Oh,
know,
I'm
but they're
so
going north
confused.
now.
Yeah.
What would drive them this south? Oh my goodness. Okay, so what you say is that they were protecting us from the white cloaks?
That's what they told us. And the evidence.
I thought you said that the white cloaks were just coming to shore days ago.
Yeah. Yes. I. That's why I was asking if anyone had seen them around here. I don't know any. I don't really know anything about them. When I came here, that's the first thing I saw, and I wasn't sure if they were over here or not. But everyone that I've talked to says that they weren't. And now that we were in that cave, we found out maybe they are here.
This is very troubling. Well, thank you. I will let the council know.
Nyla,
Little socks.
Can you read Infernal? And she hands her the note that I found.
I can. What? And she grabs it, confused. The humans had this?
It was with what I think were their belongings, and it makes sense given what Kyriel's told us about them wanting her because of being a magic user.
Isn't Infernal the language of tieflings? Like, why?
I don't. That was strange to me too. I'm surprised it wasn't in some human language.
Do we know are tieflings or the like common around here?
I mean, somewhat. But especially you, Eclipse and Carrick, you would know that there are some common folk tieflings, and there are some ruthless, terrible, spy-like tieflings that are usually utilized to infiltrate organizations and republics and things.
There were dwarves. There were dwarves among the human bodies, too.
This is very bad.
Could mean that everything runs much deeper than first expected.
And she reads it. She's take the magic users to the Fallen Highlands. Well, the words from the other villages in Nightcrest is that the people that have been taken were magic users, but we thought that was a coincidence. They said the large creatures in the mountains were taking them there. But if this letter is true, that's a ruse. It's a cover-up.
Seems that Intel was mistaken.
How long have they been here? These people have been disappearing for weeks.
Then it seems the threat is right on your doorstep.
People have been missing from all over for weeks. Anybody who possesses any magical skills are just vanishing. We thought it was Orgul and the shit up there, but they don't have a need for magic users like this.
Yeah.
It's too expensive.
Those people are in the area too. Some of them.
Yes, well, they tend to only leave their nest when they're looking for something that left.
But
do you have a plan for the town? Like if they were to come here and attack, is there somewhere you could go? Maybe inside where we found the spiders, now that it's safe? Is there somewhere where you can hold up?
We either Nightcrest will send a garrison up here, or we will go to Nightcrest. They have better defenses there.
If the threat is this close, it may be better to move sooner than later.
Yes, I agree.
They were killing everybody. I don't want to see that happen to this beautiful place, too.
Did you say that the trolls killed them all?
No.
No,
They
if their
said two
intel was
got away.
right. Yes.
So they're survivors then.
Who knows how far they got? May have returned already.
I believe they said it happened just a day or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you should prepare people to move soon.
Yes, I will prepare some people to move soon. I will see if I have anyone left over to help maybe go east and see if the survivors are still there, maybe. Don't know. Leland, please tell everyone it's time. And we'll be ready in 10 minutes. Go. And he runs out, and you hear dong 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 dong. The bell starts ringing, and people start to gather. Kiwin and Carrick, you hear this as well in a minute, so we're gonna kind of backtrack a bit. So you get to the general store. Knack is actually out front cleaning things for his store.
Oh, hi there. I brought you something.
Hello, Kiwin. Hi.
Hi. I brought this, and I'm gonna pat the deer.
You brought me a deer.
Yeah, well, we went to go find those trolls that took your deer. They were actually real nice, and he said he was sorry for taking your deer. He didn't see you on the count of you going invisible. They're heading up north. They were like killing a bunch of people that were trying to kill you. Anyways, but yeah, I got this here for you on our way back.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
No
Where
one's
should I
given me
put
a
it?
gift like this. Just I can take it from you. Thank you. And he tries to grab the deer, and he's struggling a little bit.
No.
Yeah, thank you very much. And he drags it to the. It's good right here. It's good right here.
Perfect.
Sir? And he sees Carrick just glaring at him.
So, I just wanted to tell you that the nets that you sold my friends, they were a little bit magical.
They were? What?
Yeah, and you know, we appreciate it. They came in handy for sure. But maybe you can, that thing that you can do to kind of see if things are magical around you. Just kind of do it every now and then on your
I
items.
always forget I could do that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
She okay.
Awkward stare. And as you two are having this awkward stare, I can hear Carrick sighing 50 feet behind you.
Yeah.
You all hear the don 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 don.
Eclipse is twitching from miles away.
His eyes open up big. Oh no.
What is that?
Time. We're evacuating the city. You better go back with your friends. And then
where are you going?
He's going Nightcrest, I believe. And he goes and he kind of, you see him pull a horse buggy around the side, and he's loading up his stuff. They only do that when it's not safe to be here. Hopefully we can see each other again.
Oh, I'm sure we will. And she's gonna give him a hug.
He turns super red. Like,
yeah, how tall is he?
He's about an inch shorter than she is.
Oh.
Okay. Very well. Kiwin.
Nick.
Carrick.
I'll be in touch with you.
Okay.
I'm just gonna wave.
And he kind of turns around, like looking at you, and he trips over the horse. And all right. Yes. Hi. That was dumb.
I do it all the time. My dexterity is terrible. She's
right.
She starts.
This is the Wizard College all over again.
So he goes and starts gathering things. What are the rest of you doing in the study? Are you still with Nyla? Are you doing anything else?
Nyla, do you want us to help escort everyone?
No. I mean, the road south is it's relatively safe. I mean, you're welcome to come if you wish. I mean, you did so well north. Oh, hang on. And she goes and she grabs one of her little chests, and she brings out the 350 gold pieces, and hands you a small chest with 350 gold pieces. This is what I owe you. If you can gain more information about these white cloaks, and simultaneously take care of the issue we have in the east, I will double that reward. If you can make it back to Nightcrest after that. If you can find out if there is a camp or what they're doing, we desperately need that information.
Well, intel is one of this one's specialties.
I could have guessed that. But I do have to get going. And she kind of like does this little motion with her hand, and you watch as her bookshelves like compress on themselves, and you watch as like both bookshelves close, and you watch as like she kind of ushers you guys out of the room for a second, and you watch as the entire room, and it's like in like a little like travel suitcase. It still looks like looks like a room, but it's got like wheels, and he's like wheeling it around. Kind of like if you've seen Ant-Man when he walks around with his little building. Yeah.
This one will never get used to this.
It's a new world.
But as you all come out of the space, it's only been legitimately 3 minutes. And as Kiwin and Carrick walk in the door, and they see you guys, and you guys turn around and walk out. The town is like 90% ready to go. You see a caravan of 15 buggies. You see people who are able to do militia. You see families of grung and goblins and all sorts of things packed into these big carriages and things. And Nyla just walk out and be like, please be careful. And send word when you can with information that you gain.
We'll find you a night crest.
Yes, I will see you there. You're muted, Eclipse.
Safe travels.
You as well. And the carriage begins to go away, and you kind of get this, warmness in your heart, and you see everyone kind of just leaving the city, and you look around, and it's
Is Heska? Do we see Heska?
which one's Heska?
The Drow arcane shop.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Can I run up to her if I see her?
Yes, of course.
Heska, wait.
Yes. What? Oh, I needed to give you something. What was it?
The black powder. Were you able to identify it?
Oh, it's the essence of some creature, but I wasn't able to identify it yet.
Oh, okay.
I can keep working if you want.
You're headed to Nightcrest?
Yes.
Okay, we'll just hold on to it then, and maybe I'll see you there.
Yes, you have to remind me because I will forget. But it is the something of a creature. I don't know who it is yet. We'll try to identify it when we get there.
Okay, please be safe.
You too. And then they get to go. And as they leave the town, you get that eerie feeling. You look around. There's nothing in the city at all. The doors are closed, boarded up. It's quiet. That's where we're gonna take our break.
It's already
What's your
break
question?
time?
I wanted to know if anybody even told us why they were all packing up and leaving.
Oh,
your friends are
Mac
probably
told,
sorry.
Mac told Keewin that they were evacuating, but she doesn't know why though. Probably because of.
We'll fill you in.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Nak said we're evacuating.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
So go ahead and enter raffle in the Twitch chat for the mid-show giveaway for a video game, and we will be back in 10 minutes. See you guys soon. And welcome back. Congratulations, Wolfalizer, for winning that giveaway. Go ahead and
Ding ding. Order up.
ping me in Discord just to remind me, and I will get that to you lickety split. So as you watch the town leaving you alone in this town after somewhat recovering from your battle with the trolls, what do you guys want to do?
Did anybody find out why they're all running?
Yes. The threat of the White Cloaks is impending, so they retreat to Nightcrest to fortify.
You mean they already see them on their way?
The threat is closer than anticipated. In the, what was it called? The Vol Highlands?
Vaughn?
In the Von Highlands, which is not far from here.
It's about a day and a half trip.
So maybe us sitting here is not exactly the smartest choice.
But we were commissioned to perhaps grab some intel.
Commissioned?
Right. Actually, we have some our payments. She did remember to pay us before she left, and there's more money if we get her information on where the White Cloaks are camped and things like that.
I love money, no tavern. Meh.
She offered to double.
Double? Well, guess I can wait a little while for that one.
And we'll be in Nightcrest, which probably has a tavern that is open.
Good.
And if all goes according to plan, this one is good reconnaissance. So hopefully this will be a simple procedure.
Okay.
Yeah? Do we want to just split this up?
That is probably wise.
Okay. Well, maybe we can just take a quick sit, recover a little bit, and then
Good
I'll
plan.
count this out.
70 each.
I mean, they left really quickly. I don't know if the tavern's boarded up. There might be something there.
Free food might not be a bad thing.
Never complain about sustenance.
I'm gonna be looking at the water as we're walking over to the tavern. Just
Are we
looking out at the
taking
water.
a short rest, or what are we?
I think a short rest. Yeah.
Sounds like we're going to the tavern
Yeah.
for a short rest.
I mean, you've only been awake for a
Oh.
little bit, so you can't take a long
I
rest.
don't think the
Yeah,
tavern's
yeah,
really.
not a long rest, but
It's not even open, is it? Everybody left?
Well, everybody left. I don't know if it's
Maybe they
locked
left it
up
open.
tight. Yeah.
So now we're breaking and entering.
we
I like
can't
it.
go in there. High deck is gone.
Is the door
I-
locked?
I test the doorknob. It's locked. It's not locked.
It's not locked.
This
We
one
can just sit in
recalls
here.
them saying we are always welcome.
Yeah, but he's
Ah.
not there.
It's a good point.
This ain't right.
We could leave gold for whatever we take.
No, I think I'll sit out here.
What's wrong?
I don't want to go inside when we're not being welcomed in.
We're not coming in to wreck up the place, just to grab enough sustenance to supply us for the upcoming mission.
And then we'll be on our way.
It just
Come on,
seems,
kid. You don't want to sit outside by yourself.
I'm not gonna eat anything or drink anything.
Well, you can do that inside.
You do still have the chest of food.
Maybe
Yeah.
if there's anything. Well, maybe if there's anything inside that was left. Yeah, maybe it. Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
but I
if there's
didn't eat it
anything
all.
left inside, that would have spoiled anyway. Maybe we could take it with us. You know,
Yes, if
If it was gonna
anything,
go
we're
bad,
doing
we
them
can-
a favor.
we could put it in the
Yeah.
chest.
If you are feeling so guilty, then you could potentially pay Hylac back when you get to Nightcrest.
That's what I was. Yeah.
Tyvar does poke back out and say hello.
I'm
See?
not gonna eat anything. I just don't
The-
feel right about it.
The choice is at the discretion of the tall one, but to starve oneself does not make oneself particularly useful.
Oh, I'm not starving. I got my chest.
But what? But you took that chest. You
Yeah,
don't know
but-
who it belongs to. You don't. I mean, well, actually, there was a family there who it could have belonged to when you were taking it.
Well, they told us to take whatever we wanted. I was gonna give it back, but then they said to take it.
So to take willfully given items from a troll is acceptable, but from a town who welcomed us with open arms is not okay.
They said to take whatever we wanted. I was gonna give it back, but then they said, go ahead and take what you want. So,
In either case, we are wasting time. Let us eat and be on our way.
Okay. So as whoever goes into the tavern to sit down and take a short rest, Kyriel, you get 2 luck, 2 inspo.
Oh, thank you.
Also, the items that you all possessed during the break, I did tell you what they were, so those are now officially in your inventory. Just so the chat knows what it is too. It is I lost it. Candle of the Deep. We already know it's a chest of preserving. We also have the Enduring Spell Book. So the book that Kyriel got was someone else's older spell book that will reveal spells when she gets higher level. We have a Feather Token, which you can cast Feather Fall. We have a Horn of Silent Alarm, a Potion of Climbing, and a Thermal Cube. All fun common items that people don't normally use, and I like to throw some of these things into the games. So these are the items that they found in that troll's chest. You'll take the short rest, so go ahead and give yourselves the effects of short rest, any hit die, and all that jazz. Is there anything else you'd like to do during this time?
Tyvar. Is Tyvar
Yes.
out?
Yes.
Tyvar, I have this. You said that your former master worked in a wizard school, right?
Yes.
Well, I found this book in this cave. Do you? I assume that you might have picked up some things.
Did you show him the book?
Mm-hmm.
His eyes get really big and he darts to you in like an instant.
So you do know things.
Where did you get this?
It was just in this cave. We were the cave that we were looking at the trolls.
This was Eldon's spellbook.
Oh, that's so awesome! I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm like freaking out a little bit.
Like I wanted to do that internal, but I couldn't.
Out of character. Ah!
I know. Okay. And back.
And
where did you find this?
It was just among some of the things that were in that cave with the trolls.
Well, you are very lucky, Kariel.
Wouldn't he have seen it when we were looking at the
Was
stuff?
he out though? Was he? But
He
out?
was hiding.
Yeah.
He was off.
He was
somewhere.
hiding.
Yeah, that's why.
That's right.
He was hiding on my back. He was like invisible on my shoulder, I believe, for a lot of that time.
Yeah.
But
He wasn't paying attention.
Well, would you mind if I mean, do you want this? I know it belonged to your master.
What would I do with that book? If the book called to you and you have the book in your possession, you will become a very strong wizard one day.
It's blank.
No, it assumingly it will be until you get stronger with your power.
Oh. Wow. Well, this is pretty special, and you don't mind if I hold on to it?
Absolutely not. No.
Oh, thank you. Did you pick up any spells while you were under his care?
I do. Well, the fading from memory, but I did know spells. Companions tend to link with a new companion, and I will develop new things. That of a paladin instead of a wizard. So I will eventually learn new abilities as Nafago does.
That's very fascinating. Well, maybe if you recognize any of these spells as they appear, and you wouldn't mind like giving me a few pointers, I'd really appreciate it.
Oh, of course. I used to mess with the students. I'd actually love to do that again.
Uh-oh.
don't get in too much trouble, Tyvar. Remember, I can hear everything you do too.
His eyes get big, and he kind of bounces back over.
Okay.
Eclipse rolls his eyes, having absolutely no interest in this magic conversation, and looks for some food.
Magic. Okay, yeah, easy enough. You find food. I mean, they grabbed most of the stuff, but there's still things that would spoil or things that just didn't have room for or have time to grab. So there is still a good amount of food and ale left. You guys can grab, anything that you want. Some food for the journey.
See, this would spoil if it wasn't for us.
Keewan's just off on the to the side, just like doodling in her journal.
Sure. So yeah, you finished the effects of the long rest.
Short rest.
Anything else that you short rest?
Yeah.
Anything else you guys wish to do?
So where should we go? I guess we should plan our next move. If they're in, we have the Vaughn Highlands. That's, I guess, our lead.
Indeed.
That was where the mysterious. Okay, so when we first talked to Nyla, we knew there were supposed to be some big, sort of mysterious creatures taking magic users to that approximate location. It's probably connected, and we thought there might be more of a lead in Nightcrest. So we could try and get a lead on the caravan. And just head to Nightcrest first, or we could just head there now since we have a pretty good idea of what we're walking into-ish.
Plus, if we go now, there's a chance we might be able to catch the stragglers.
They'll have the numbers.
Yes,
Right.
which is why we don't go for the frontal approach.
Nafiko looks at all her shiny armor.
Here's a suggestion. We get in close, and when we're close enough that the rest of you can provide some backup, this one will go in alone.
Oh, I bet Tyvar could go with you. Tyvar's very sneaky.
She's got a point.
I would stay behind you, Eclipse, of course. I can speak to Nafiko, and she can hear what you say, so you can speak to her through me. I know you don't like magic, but that way you don't have to compromise your position either.
And
A Taivako walkie-talkie.
if you get in trouble, then we can come help you.
A Tyvar talkie.
A fair point. This one was going to suggest if the worst were to happen and this one is compromised, and he pulls out the horn that he got when Nafiko and he were together earlier. This could also be a means of alerting.
Be interesting if it summoned the the people who use them.
This one would hope not.
I know that we've gone up against a few things together, and not to downplay, what we've done, but these guys killed entire cities. They burned entire cities. Who are we to stop them? We're just a small group of people who kind of just met.
That's why we're not going to take them to a frontal assault.
Yes. We will stop them, but not this day. This day is just for information.
Okay.
An insurgent fight.
I guess that would be okay.
If all goes according to plan, no one else should have to get any closer. This one will do the groundwork.
Which means we all make it out alive, we hope.
Well,
Is this agreeable?
it's agreeable to me.
Yes.
The sun's moving, let's go.
And Eclipse will take another
Is
bite
that
of meat and put the blade down.
Is that agreeable to you, Kiwin, who I assume is sitting out on the doorstep?
Pouting still.
No, she's inside at
She's
a
inside.
table, but she's just like writing in her journal. Yeah, I guess that sounds fine.
Are
You ever
all
get
right?
Knack's last name anyway?
Oh, Knack.
Last name.
He's just Knack? No family name?
Do you have a family name, Carrick? What's your family name?
Well, that's a good point. I don't really have a family. So.
Well,
Oh,
I do notice that none of us have that. We all have just like one name.
We're all mononyms.
my family they don't have like a family name. We don't usually get names until we leave our village.
Wait, so you didn't get a name until just recently?
Well, technically, I haven't been given my name. Kiwin is my mama's name. I didn't have a name, and then Carrick asked me what my name was, and I panicked and I said Kiwin because it's my mama and she's my favorite person.
That's really sweet.
Sure, sweet. You don't know what you're... Okay.
Well, usually we do a sort of coming of age ceremony where my mama, who's the head of our village, she'll give you your name once you are ready to leave.
Hmm.
Besides that, I mean, it's brother or sister or ma, pa, cousin.
Interesting.
Names are a complicated thing.
Yeah. But I'm fine with doing whatever you guys, see fit. I wasn't there for the conversation, of course, so you guys can make a better...
The short of it is this one sneaks in, this one sneaks out. We all go to Nightcrest.
All right. Keewan's gonna take 10 gold and put it on the bar.
Eclipse.
There might be a better place to put that.
Yes. Here's a better suggestion. If the tall one is insistent on compensating for the leftovers that we have just consumed, then perhaps we can compensate them when we turn into Nightcrest.
That is true. If somebody comes through here later, they may just take that gold. But you could give it to him directly when we go there.
Mm-hmm.
But what if the person that happens upon this gold needs it?
Well, I suppose if you want to leave it...
Should we perhaps discuss whether or not an alternative means of transporting this currency is warranted?
I mean, I don't care about... this bag just fits so much. If you guys want the gold, that's fine with me. I sure got a lot of it.
We just want to make sure we retain it for our necessary expenses and that we don't necessarily lose it unintentionally.
She just starts dumping, pulling all the gold out. And the silver. Well, take what you want. What was it? It was 42 gold and 20 something gold and 40 something silver for everyone, I think. I don't remember.
Oh, right. Plus the... Oh, and that's right. We were going to divvy up this 350, so then 70 from that.
So what was in the bag? It was 20 something per person?
I'm going back.
42 gold, 17 silver, then another 42 gold, then another 70 gold.
So 84?
Well, from
84 and
from
70.
the stuff Keewan had, you'll be getting 25 gold pieces and 40
154?
silver.
I can message everybody later with it.
Yes, let's figure this out at a later time because I'm very confused.
Exciting math times.
Yes, indeed. Yes. No disrespect.
On our way, then. Here we go.
All right. Everybody do... what are you guys doing? I don't even know what you're doing yet.
Well, Eclipse took a last little bite of the food and is actually going to walk up to Keewan. He's the tall one, sure, they don't require sustenance.
No, I had some of the food that was in this magic box.
Suit yourself. And then he leaves it on the table and gets ready to go.
Amazing. Okay. Where are you guys going?
Are we just taking the road to the Von Highlands? Or is that more or less the plan?
Yeah.
Did
Sounds
this turn
like it.
into a musical? We're taking the road to Von Highlands.
Follow the yellow brick road.
That's 2 clips right there. At first I was going to say that one, but then that one I was like, wait. That was great.
So you guys are going to the Von Highlands. Okay. Can everyone roll a survival check for me?
Oh, God.
I can
Or
roll
if someone
it.
wants to lead it. If someone wants to lead it, they can roll with advantage.
I think mine's pretty good. It's somewhat good.
Oh, mine jumped out. I have a +4.
Oh, yours is better than mine.
I think he would should.
Oh,
Yes, that's right. Keewan knows the nature.
16?
16.
Oh, with advantage? Let me just right?
Wait,
if
you
I'm
get
leading
advantage?
it?
Yeah.
I say, well, if someone leads the journey, then they would have advantage. But everybody roll. But yeah, I guess it's 16. that's
16? Yeah.
fine. So you take the rest of the day, and you start traveling east around the Silver Lake. It's a very beautiful path. You do continue on, and as you get to night, you do happen upon a village. The village is vacant and empty. Does not seem to be vacant or empty by their own means. There definitely looks that things were
Plundered.
Like it was raided.
plundered. Yes. So you are at this village. You're kind of on the end of the lake at the end of the day. Towards night, you could stick around or you can keep pushing through. That's up to you.
We need to take a look and make sure that they're not still around.
Sure. You guys do an investigation check.
Which is like a 14.
That'll be a
I
13
can't believe I
over
had
here.
negative on it. It just kills me.
Yeah, the negative for me.
22.
Oh, that's good.
I've
I have a
rolled 22
non-natural
3
one.
times. Jeez.
Oh,
Non-natural?
non-natural? Oh,
Wow.
jeez.
Yeah, because I have a -1.
I got a 14.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, you guys look around and it does not seem like there's anyone still here. There are some dead bodies smattered around the space, but there's no one living in this space.
It looks like they were taken.
Eclipse would like to investigate the bodies and see if he can determine the matter of death.
Well, I mean,
also
with
the-
your check, okay.
Wow, CSI Eclipse.
I mean, I have a 1, so I don't know nothing. But I was wondering if they were all, if they were human and dwarf corpses mixed in with normal inhabitants around the lake, or if they're
No,
Just
it's just normal inhabitants around the lake. You don't know who did this. Could be the White Cloaks, could be somebody else.
Okay.
You do check them out, Eclipse. They are, normal folk around here. You see a half orc, a couple grung, and a goblin that are gone.
Can I determine the manner of death?
Oh yeah, matter of death. I mean, they were definitely murdered. You see several puncture wounds and some open slash wounds. They don't look like fighters. They are definitely like farmers and fishermen.
I don't know how to ask this in the right way, but does it seem like they were taken by surprise?
Yeah, I mean the nature of how this area looks, that they're farmers and villagers. Like they're never gonna expect to be raided by anybody. There's no means of defense. You might see a couple spears and things, but it's for hunting. It's not for defense.
So these cloaks are spreading slowly, sending out parties, clearing out villages on their way to bigger cities.
The only thing we know for a fact is that they are after the users of magic, but the villages? Seems uncharacteristic based on what we know.
So you're saying there's more than one problem out here?
Magician, you seem to have most information on these.
I never went to really any of the smaller settlements. I only stopped in the bigger ones, and that's where I kept seeing them be destroyed. That's the ones that they were attacking. I couldn't say about the smaller ones.
Normal for them to attack average folk like this?
Oh, not from what I saw. From what I saw, they were killing everybody, but my friend said that they were letting some people live, that they weren't attacking some people, just the human people. They weren't attacking them. There were a few, but That's
was
So
just
they're
a-
racists.
They spare their own kind.
I couldn't say. That's what she told me.
But that means, but you did say they murdered children. I remember you saying
Yes.
that. So I guess it's within the realm of possibility they wipe out a village.
Yeah.
Well, we best be moving on before they wipe out another.
Or find us.
It's nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Do we feel prepared to press onward?
Keelan's
we're
cast light on her shield. Sorry.
We don't
No?
want them to know we're here, kid.
We are trying to be discreet. We don't want them
It's
to
dark
know.
now.
Yes, we don't want them to
You have
know
a
we're
candle
following
now.
them.
Try working by moonlight. That didn't make any sense, but try using moonlight to get navigating.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe we should just stop here? I mean, maybe a little farther from here, and she sort of glances at the war-torn scene, but...
If we need to arrest them, we must, but the longer we wait, the less likely we are to catch up to those who pressed on ahead.
And we're not finding anybody alive.
Might be safe to say they've already made it back by now.
Also,
If they're this
too,
close doing these kind of little missions. The question is it them? Is this the White Cloaks or is this something else?
well, based on what they said, it seems possible.
I don't suppose you have any extra insight, Tyvar?
About what?
Who was here? Who did this?
I mean, there's no way to know. It could be the White Cloaks. It could be regular bandits. I think it's safe to assume if this is the path they took, that this White Cloaks did do this.
Would regular bandits annihilate an entire village?
Depends if they have a quarrel with them or not. I don't like coincidences, so I believe that this is good evidence in that favor. Anyway,
Do we have any idea how long ago this happened? Does this look like
it's recent.
like 3 days recent or like today recent?
Like today or yesterday. So it was either them going through or them coming back, or a different group.
We keep moving.
Agreed.
Let's go.
Are we? She looks at Keywin's shield. Is that could attract a lot of attention, and I respect. Believe me, I as a fellow follower of a god, I completely understand that there are things we need to do to maintain our connection.
This has nothing to do with a god.
No.
No. I just need light to see.
Eclipse walks up to Keywin with a stern grimace on his face. If it will reassure them, they can hold on to this one.
I'll hold your hand again if that's okay.
I mean, it's just real dark out and there's a lot of things all around and I just would prefer to see them if they were coming.
I can
This-
see.
There it is. There are others in this group that have eyes that can see well, even in the darkness. You would do well to rely on them.
Well, it doesn't really make me feel much better about it, but
Time to have a little bit of faith in your friends, kiddo.
If it comes down to fighting, use all the light you desire. But until then, darkness is our friend.
darkness is never your friend. I'll tell you that right now.
I was gonna start singing, but then that would be like, this is the musical.
Is never your friend.
Kiwin will reluctantly drop light from her shield and
Besides,
grab
how better can you see the
hand.
stars?
She doesn't say anything.
We're just really pushing Kiwin out of her comfort zone today.
Yeah. Are you just looking for a place nearby to camp? Is that the plan?
Oh, I think we decided we were going to keep going, right?
It sounded like we were
Keep
pressing
going.
onward, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, you have about another day travel
Okay.
to get there. So you want to travel through the night?
That's what it's sounding like.
Well, we at least want to travel, or we at least want to
ways.
rest where there's not going to be a
Right.
reoccurrence.
Sure.
And where there's
go
not
ahead
a
and
bunch of
do-
corpses.
Got it. Go ahead and
Yes.
do another
Stench here
survival
alone.
check with advantage, Kiwin.
Okay.
Oh no, just do a straight one. Do a straight one.
Because I can't see.
She did.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
but that's still 17.
17. You do travel a little ways, and you actually find a buggy, like a horse cart without a horse. Doesn't look to be destroyed or damaged or anything. And there is like a small tent and the stone of a campfire, but doesn't look like it's been lit for a couple days. So whoever was here is no longer here. So you traveled another hour or so into the night.
Immediately light a fire.
We don't need that.
Did you not
Yes, I
hear
do.
a word that was
Are you
discussed
cold?
earlier?
We're gonna sleep. We gotta sleep by a fire.
Is there anything in
No,
the
you
cart?
just need warmth.
Investigation check.
I always need to sleep by a fire.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. There are some items in this cart that resemble some from a shop that you have been in, Kyriel.
Oh my
Sure,
god,
okay.
my heart just dropped. I thought you were gonna say.
I'm gonna cry.
That was Max Wagon.
So
I
this
hate
is
so much right now.
this
Okay.
is Teuton's cart.
Oh, thank God. Oh, I thought it was okay. Okay, I thought it was the Goblin family.
But
I'm
it's your
not-
Fearbulk friend, right?
Yeah, I'm still emotional about that, but
Just
Different-
not
different
as
emotions.
emotional.
That goblin family.
okay. Yeah, I was like, if you killed the Goblin family, oh my gosh, this cart, this was Teuton's cart. I'm frantically looking around to see, like, if he's there, or, I mean, you said that there wasn't a light, but I'm frantically looking around to see if there's
Yeah.
anything.
Well, a fire got lit, so.
Yeah. So you look around the camp with that investigation check. You do see large footprints that could be Fearbulk that seem to be casually or normally walking away from the campsite in like the dirt and the grass towards east, away from this camp.
Is there anything in the cart? You said there were some items. Anything like important, like any note
Valuable.
or anything that he left, or
No, I mean it's
Dude in here, man.
What?
it's his trade cart. So there's a lot of furs. There's a lot of like warm clothes for traveling and things like that. But other than that, yeah, because he was a leather worker. Yeah.
yeah.
Strange for a trader to leave their cart.
But it means that he made it here. That maybe he's okay, and I wasn't even so sure that he was gonna make it this far. So that's good at least. So maybe he went. It looks like maybe he went this direction. Maybe we'll catch up with him.
Carrick looks at Eclipse.
Eclipse does look to Kyriel. Perhaps.
I know his cart's here, but maybe maybe he met up with everybody that was heading to Nightcrest, or I don't know.
Sure, why not? Maybe it was
Is there
just
a
too
dead
much
horse?
to bring along.
There's no dead or cart animal. No.
I mean, there was a cart animal. It's no longer here.
Is there any blood?
Just
No
to
blood.
be clear, you did say that there were footprints, not hoof prints.
Very
yes?
obvious footprints
Okay.
for him leaving the camp. Not like running, so like they're not spread out. They're like
Right.
Normal footprints walking.
But not hoof prints. So like it was like
Correct.
walking, not riding.
Got it. Yes. Yes. I mean, with that same check, if you do look, it does look like the horse was tied off to something, and it's no longer tied off. And there's random horse prints. It's nighttime. During the day, you could try to look, but
Right.
you don't know what happened to the horse.
Well, if we're gonna stay here, maybe in the morning we can try to find out maybe where he was going.
We can check along the path, see if we run into your friend. But we shouldn't stray too far.
Yeah. Okay.
Who would like to take first watch?
I'll
I
take
will.
first watch.
Stay together?
Sure.
Okay.
You both can roll a perception check. So the
Yes.
three of you down below, you guys try to get some sleep.
Kiwin is sleeping as close to the fire as she safely can.
8.
8.
Oh no, 5.
Oh
Ruh-roh.
gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh.
Yep.
So you hear wolves off in the distance, but nothing that is close. But you immediately like open your eyes. You don't know if you were just thinking about something or daydreaming. Obviously, Kyriel, you have a lot on your mind. But your watch goes with no issue. Who would like to take the second watch? Eclipse. Perception check.
Not to wakes you up.
Perception check will be a 22.
22. Same thing. You hear wolves way off in the distance, but nothing seems to be alerted of your presence. You're very, very watchful. Your watch goes with no issue.
During his watch, Eclipse takes a moment to appreciate the stars that were mentioned earlier.
Amazing. Okay. Who would like to take the final watch?
Kiwin will wake up.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You both waking up, or just Kiwin?
I was willing to wake up, but if she's going to take it, I'll sleep.
Okay. So Kiwin, do a perception check for me.
You're gonna leave her alone in the dark?
9.
She has a fire. She's fine.
9. Kiwin, it sounds like these wolves are coming closer to you. But you, with the confidence that your friends have given you and everything else that you've been processing and dealing with and your connection with nature, you calm your nerves and you realize, 1, they don't like fire, and 2, they are actually far away. So you are able to kind of relax. Nafiko, please make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
5.
5. You are stirring throughout the night. As you finish your watch and wake Eclipse up and go to sleep, the entire time is you're riddled with these dreams, these nightmares. They start off as dreams, as you've had before. This young Tabaxi girl that you've seen in a playful nature, and then seeing her again, flashes, seeing her again, laying on a bed next to you. And instinctually you have a smile on your face, but then you realize that she's not smiling. And you realize that she's eyes are wide open, scared and frightened. There's a leather strap over her mouth, and her arms are strapped to the table. and she's lying on a table. And then you realize that you are also lying on a table. Frantically, you move around as if you were there, looking around and seeing what else you can see. You hear a male's voice, deep, but it has a little raspiness to it. It's hard to make out details because there's a light beaming down on you, and the room is very, very bright. But you do see a silhouette of his figure. He has bluish complexion, bald head, and is doing something and talking to somebody, and kind of looks to you, and he goes to put like his hand on your chest, and like kind of presses you back down into the table, and then you jolt awake.
Does Eclipse notice any of this? Like, is she stirring like loudly?
What's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 13.
13. No, Kiwin would notice, but you're sleeping, and she would have just jolted awake.
She's
Tyvar's hair is like poofed, and his tails are out, and he's like, ah! Like he's freaked out too.
Yeah, she's drenched in sweat. I think she just sits up after that and kind of hugs her knees to her chest.
Are you all right, Nafako?
She looks up and I think she'll walk over next to you so she can be quiet. I just have bad dreams sometimes. Just had a really bad dream.
She puts her hand on your back and just rubs you a little bit. Just nodding.
She smiles over at you. Hey, I have a sort of random question.
Yeah.
You know, your brother, you mentioned that you all leave the forest when you come of age, and you left before you came of age, and your brother was older. So,
yeah.
Was your brother leaving different?
Oh well, he had left, and then he came back. He told me he'd always come back whenever he left. But he went missing when I asked him to go out and check on some noises I heard at night. And then he never came back after that. So.
Oh.
I'm not the biggest fan of the dark. I'm sure you've noticed.
That makes sense. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, I'm sure he's alive. He's got to be.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do if he wasn't, so I have to think that he is.
I'm sure he is too.
Yeah. And then some things happened, and so I left, and I figured since I left, I might as well find him.
Some things?
Yeah. I heard the noise that I sent my brother to go check out again, and I decided to be brave and check it out myself. So I grabbed his shield and his mace. I'd never picked up a shield or a mace before in my whole life, but I figured since he could use it, I could. And something scared me, and I accidentally set a part of the swamp trees on fire and part of one of our buildings. And I just couldn't face my family after doing something so terrible. So I ran.
Oh. I don't know what to say, but it seems like
gotta figure out how to control these things, this fire stuff, and yeah.
Well, you've already been a big help. I mean, you helped save that village. You saved that troll.
Yeah, but I also killed it.
But you meant to do both of those things, so that's control, right? She looks at you with this like awkward, hopeful smile.
I'm terrified of the dark, and I feel like I'm constantly ruining everything we're trying to do because I need the light. And
well, I mean, nothing's ruined. we just all have our own things that we have to grow from, right?
yeah, Roland was always very nice, and he'd always go out and check on the scary sounds. But he's not around anymore. But I'm gonna find him. And I found all y'all.
Yeah.
And Knack.
Yes, Knack. And she like gives you like another awkward grin, like. Eh?
She just like she looks away into the fire, just like super like blushing.
Well, I don't think I can go back to sleep, but maybe I'll just sit with you till everyone else wakes up.
All right, we can watch the sunrise.
That sounds nice.
Nafako, you make a con save for me?
For not enough sleep.
You don't know.
It's a 19 con save.
Yes. You're fine.
Boom.
So you were able to. You only lost a little bit of sleep. You woke up maybe a half hour short. Successful con save for lack of sleep. You don't know me. But so you all do wake up with the effects of a long rest. Sun beating down on you. Everyone make a perception check.
I'll also say while in that time while we were waiting for the sun to rise, by the light of the fire, Nafako was starting to try and sketch the Tabaxi girl from her dreams.
Got it.
21.
15.
20.
15. Oh,
17.
okay. 17. So everything that you kind of saw last night and just a little bit more. So like I said, the cart does not look disturbed at all. It is full of a lot of furs, like cloaks and robes and things for like, travel and whatever. Other leather goods stuff. It does look like the horse did break the rope. So you do see like the other end of the rope that was tied. And the horse is obviously nowhere to be found. You don't see any other tracks, so it's not like something else startled it. It almost seems like it was just left here and it was hungry or wanted to whatever. So it's relatively obvious that Tutan left a little while ago and the horse left on its own too. Further investigation, like I said, you saw all the things in the cart, and then you follow his footsteps and you kind of just curiously just look at his footsteps. They go for about 100 feet and then they start to bound. So then it does look like he's starting to run in a direction, and the direction is towards those mountains.
He was running away.
Towards the mountains that we're heading to?
Correct.
He was fleeing.
We should go.
Why would they be fleeing towards the problem?
Maybe he didn't know which way he was going. All he knew was he was getting away from whatever is attacking him.
Mm-hmm.
He's possible.
Maybe what was attacking him was who was on the way back. Perhaps we should follow these tracks a little farther. They are in the right direction.
Yes.
With the natural 20, there are no other footprints or any signs of struggle at all in this camp.
It's a clue.
Maybe he
Let's follow
was running towards something.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I have to know what happened.
He's your friend. We gotta go. We'll figure it out. I mean, we're going that way anyways, so.
Let's follow.
Everyone do a survival check.
11.
7.
8.
7, 8.
14.
Oh. 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You travel for maybe half the day. It's relatively lunchtime, and you are very close to the mountains now. Continually following this trail, it does look. He's still running. He's been running the whole time, and it does look like there is a very large cave opening, maybe 300 feet away from you, and it does look like the footprints do run that way. This one's a bigger one, though. It's big.
Should we talk to the thing? No, I'm just kidding.
Do we
And the
see
footprints
any?
go into the cave?
And there
They
haven't
look
been
like
any.
they go in the direction, yeah.
There haven't been any other footprints of like something chasing him.
Nothing. There's no other footprints like he's chasing anything or something's chasing him. Nothing.
Are there
So
any
it-
dead bodies? Like, is there
No
anything
dead
on our-
bodies. Also, with your checks, again, it's a very steady stream. It's also like if someone was being attacked by like bats, their steps would be staggered, right? It wouldn't be like a full sprint, right? So like there's
Almost
literally
like
no
where the-
break with his run. It's like he like Forrest Gumped all the way to the mountain.
Yeah, and it's like he knew where this was. If it's like a straight line, that's okay. Okay.
Eclipse proceeds in stealthily, looks around.
You're still 500 feet away, so you're gonna get close.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You all going? Can you explain like what you guys are wanting to do?
What should
I
we
would
do,
definitely-
Eclipse?
Well, this is where the tracks lead.
Is there a place like near the cave opening that we can all set up while Eclipse sneaks in?
I mean, there's like big rocks you can kind of hide behind.
Yes.
Should we hide behind this rock while you head inside?
Yes, wait here. This one will investigate.
Please.
I
be
ain't-
careful.
I ain't stealthy, so.
Okay, everyone roll a stealth check for me.
Eclipse, should I have taken off my armor because?
I want to leave that on.
Oh,
No.
I rolled pretty well actually, but I still have a -1.
No.
Okay.
Nafiko should keep her armor, just in case.
Okay.
Ah,
17.
Well,
I get this stupid armor that makes me roll disadvantage. And
Yeah,
I rolled
me
a
too.
20 and then a 10.
I
Well,
rolled a
as
4.
You guys think that you're stealth enough? Eclipse and Tyvar, you begin to enter in the space, and Tyvar is going to communicate what he sees. So, point of order, he can talk to you telepathically. By the way.
Okay.
He doesn't actually have to verbally say anything. Like he can tell you what he's seeing. Perception check, Eclipse.
That will be a 22.
22. Okay. You see a very large space. This cave is very large, and it does feel like it is. It's just like a big bowl, right? So, like, this is a big opening cave. It doesn't feel very natural in this cave, and there is something weird about the back wall, which is another 100 feet or so.
Eclipse cautiously proceeds forward, making sure that his steps are very careful to avoid making a sound or possibly tripping any would-be hazards.
Okay. Okay.
How far are you into the cave?
He's like 100 feet into the cave. The cave's maybe 200 feet total. You guys are right on the outside. No traps, nothing like that.
Kiwan's going into the cave.
I'm running after. I'm running after Eclipse. Into the
Okay.
cave.
Stealthily or just running in?
Oh, I'm running.
Kiwan's
full
not
speed.
being stealthy at all.
Yep.
Okay. So you
Okay.
two see Kiwin and Kyriel just book it into the cave.
What are you doing? Where are you? What?
I have to go. I have to go save her. I have to go see where she's going.
Who? What?
Okay. So Kiwin and Kyriel just book it. Carrick and Nafka, what are you doing?
Do we go after them?
well,
I feel like I'm
Of course, it
always
would be us too.
I'm always putting Carrick in this like terrible situation.
Right. Like, I'm not gonna let her get too far before, you know what I mean, away. So I
Yeah.
have to start following.
So, Nafako,
Oh my
So
god.
I'm like trying to communicate this to Tyvar. I don't know. They suddenly started bolting, and like just what happened?
so as you're saying that, he's communicating back to you. He's very confused. So what Eclipse sees and what he sees, and he tells you, is this back wall of this cave. At first glance, it looks like the wall of a cave, but it's actually like flickering. And you feel a little chilly. Like Tyvar and Eclipse, you feel a little chilly in this cave. And it's some sort of flickering essence on the wall.
Bolt in it.
I run past Eclipse right by her, and I'm right.
You go
right
in.
it.
You go into the wall.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is it doing?
100%. Sorry.
100%.
Can we grab them? Can we grab Eclipse?
I would say no.
We had a head start.
Grab her before she ran through the thing.
We
But
had a head start. My
Yeah.
running speed as well,
Yeah.
and double dashing.
They already
I
said they're
mean,
in the
Oh
door.
my
They already said they're
gosh.
in the wall before
I'm
you guys said
literally
anything.
dying.
God.
Eclipse,
I'm about to
you're
die.
you're super stealthily, and you're like, "What is that noise?" And you turn around and you see like Kiwin and Kyriel, kind of mindlessly, don't even acknowledge that you're there, and they just bolt into this. What now has been revealed to as some sort of portal, and you watch it flicker.
This isn't the first time we void walked together.
This is true.
Here's the funny thing is, you both rolled the same. You both rolled the exact same,
Really?
and 15 was the save.
Oh.
Mine was
That's
with
amazing.
using
So
my
close.
I
I
love
have
it when a
plus
plan comes
6
together.
on my wisdom, by the
Or
way.
in this case, when a plan fails miserably.
Wow. Nafko, Eclipse, Carrick, you see your two friends run into the wall and vanish.
son of a bitch.
Kiwin
All right. Well,
had so many wishes and hopes and dreams.
you guys want to wait here while I go?
What
Why
is
would-
this?
What are you talking? Tyvar, do you know what this is?
I have. I mean, it looks like a teleportation device of some sort. Oh my god! But I have not seen one this big ever.
That's
And he's
saying something.
really in awe right now.
Not even at
can-
the Wizards College.
Can you, Nafako? Can you please roll a Vorpal D20 for Tyvar?
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh boy.
As he's saying that, Tyvar, what? No! And he just runs towards the wall as well.
No. Can I try and grab him?
You can do a deck save. He's a sly fox.
Great.
Have they all
Oh.
lost their minds?
I
Oh
cannot.
my
that was-
gosh. Oh my
Wait, wait.
god.
Oh, and the gosh, because he's a teleport, he's definitely more than 2,000 feet away from me. I assume.
Yeah, you don't have a connection with him.
Oh my god, what's happening to me? I need to know.
Okay.
Carrick, did you walk through or are you still here?
I was saying if you guys were going to stay behind and then I was going to jump through.
The rope?
Wait,
Plan went to shit.
he's gone. He's gone. But yeah, what? Yes. What if we put a rope around you, and then we could pull you back? Maybe.
Does that work?
I have
I
no
throw it
idea.
as I'm running towards the wall.
Phantom ghost of Kiwin's voice. I don't know if this is gonna work.
Nafako and Carrick, please make a wisdom save as well.
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god, I'm pretty sure that these things
Poor
are not real.
That look
As-
at my history.
I'm
3,
pretty
3, 4.
sure this is all illusions drawing
As-
us in.
And as all this is happening,
absolutely.
Eclipse looks ahead and has a look of absolute shock on his face and bolts forward.
Oh my god.
16 and
Oh,
I'm
you do
running,
too? You succeeded, actually, so that's up to you. Okay, you do it.
16
All right.
and I'm running with a rope trailing behind me what I think is going out the portal.
Okay, Nafako, what was your save?
I'm 7. Oh no, 5.
so-
Sorry.
Nafako, the creature from your dream, the one that was on the table across from you, you see her. She looks at you. She looks scared, and she runs into the portal.
Oh boy. Well, that was a Lizzie sigh. Nafiko says, Helena? As that name pops from her memory and then chases after her.
Okay.
Eclipse is the only one left?
Oh no, Eclipse also
Yeah.
saw something that made him give a look of shock and run towards.
Lizzie, ask you a question real quick, just to confirm something. Carrick, you tied yourself off and you're running into the portal?
I tied a rope as I was running towards it, and I threw the rope back, hoping that they would somehow grab it. Went through the portal. Now I feel like I'm running with just a rope tied around me for no good reason.
Oh boy. That's great.
Yeah. This all seems accurate.
Got it. Okay, so Carrick, as you jump through the portal as well, Eclipse, like on a tail end, as you're running into the portal, you hear Nafiko yell out, Helena, ? And you jump into the portal. Nafiko jumps into the portal. Carrick, you also run into the portal, trying to tie yourself off. The first thing that you all are hit with is blistering cold. It's extremely windy.
I've never
And you're
been
in a cave.
cold.
Very similar to where you are now, but there is no portal when you look behind you. The illusions that you all saw, which this was ridiculous how well this worked out, the illusions that you all saw are gone. Snow covers everything in as far as the eye can see. You're on the edge of this precipice of this mountain. You look down. Everyone make a perception check for me.
19.
14.
19. 14.
16.
16.
13.
You look around, and for as far as you can see, all you see is snow and ice, and it is freezing.
Have we seen
Frigid.
snow before?
Where's my
I don't-
brother?
I don't think
we have.
you've seen snow at all.
I've never seen snow.
But I can see everybody else that jumped through, right?
You can. It's the time of day is relatively the same, but it's still very dark because of possibly where
Clouds,
you are in this.
snow and
Clouds and snow and things.
Eclipse is looking around frantically.
You all are probably doing the same thing, looking around frantically. What would you guys like to do?
Hold up.
Where's
Come
my
here,
brother?
Come here.
Where's my brother? Carrick, my brother just came
Lights.
through this thing. and
Come here. Come here.
He
And
was
then I'll pull out
here.
the cube. I don't
Where'd
know
you
how it
go?
works. I'll pull out the cube, trying to keep us warm.
What did you say, Eclipse? I didn't hear what you said.
Lights, where'd you go?
My brother, he was there.
I'm looking for tracks in the snow.
I'm trying to pull you all close so I can get the cube out and make it warm.
Eclipse is just frantically looking around, just like kicking snow out of the way, just looking around everywhere.
Wait, okay, everybody. We all thought we saw somebody important to us, right? And we all started running, and we just followed somebody's tracks running here.
But
So
we
they come-
know that Tutan came in here though, so it would make sense that Samanji was here. That couldn't be fake.
They were
Couldn't-
here.
we didn't
They were
see
right
you.
in front of our eyes.
But who is Tutan to Samanji? Who is Tutan to Samanji?
Her uncle.
And he knows she was in danger, yes?
Yes.
He probably saw her too. I saw Eldon, who I saw die. There's something weird going on here.
Can I
Who did you?
can I cast detect magic just to see if there's anything?
Sure. Yeah, you cast Detect Magic. Nothing of magic shows up.
Eclipse.
But with the perception checks too, so you do see the faintest of lights way down the mountain, way out there that potentially could be a town, maybe.
So we're like
Like,
on
I'm
the top
talking
of a
faint.
mountain.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Kiwin's never been on a mountain.
With snow and it's cold. And
Snow,
there's
she's
spooky
never seen
music.
this stuff. She's like, I am freezing.
Yoda.
I don't know what this is,
Actually,
but I
can everyone
like
please
it.
make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Oh boy.
Oh, I've got warm leathers on.
There were
7.
furs. There were furs there for you.
I
Furs.
had some that Samanji gave me.
I almost
go.
said I'll take a cloak just because I think it's cool, but I didn't.
It's fine.
We're in a tropical jungle. What do we need furs for?
Did you say a con
Right.
save?
Con save, yes.
So
16.
actually, nope. We're gonna use one of our lucks. There we go. That's a little better.
I'm just gonna suffer.
I'm gonna
7.
add inspo
17.
just in case.
17.
17.
How's a 14 do you for?
18.
14 fails.
18.
That's fine.
16 is the DC. So whoever got 16 or higher, you do not take any cold damage. Everybody else, you take 10 points of cold
oh my
damage.
gosh! Oh
I
my
would
gosh!
like to rebuke the violent for the weather. No, just kidding.
And I
Oh.
did. You did give me. Samanji did give me
I like
leather.
cold.
when
I'm
we were
sorry.
running.
How much damage was
So
that?
you're gonna put them on now?
Yeah,
How much
yeah, yeah.
damage was that solo?
10.
10.
May I still count?
So if you put her furs on, then you no longer have to make a con save. Well, in this immediate thing, like obviously, if you get in other
Further.
really shitty situations, yeah.
Do we have? Are there furs around? What? Or what?
No, she had furs.
I had some.
We could have had furs if we took them.
Tried, guys. I even said it 3 times.
Yes.
The rules of 3 from DMs.
Hmm.
So
Missed it.
Finally succumbing to the cold after, but still having the desperate look in his eye, Eclipse falls to his knees. The fact that they just mentioned that this was all an illusion finally dawning on him.
Eclipse. Who were you? Who did you see?
A face this one has not seen in many years. This one thought they saw their kin.
You said a name.
Light in the shadows. This one's sister.
Oh, I'm sorry, Eclipse. I saw my brother, so I kind of understand. Although I haven't been away from him for as long as you have.
I saw my friend.
Well, here's something weird. I don't really exactly know who I saw, but she was also a tabaxi. And Helena, it's a celestial name that means light.
Oh, that sure is something. You think it's the same Tabaxi?
Nafako pulls out her journal and starts flipping to the sketch she'd been drawing this morning, and I mean, that would be crazy, but I don't even know when I would have seen her, really, but... And she holds up the drawing. I mean, it's just a sketch. I don't know.
Does the sketch look familiar at all?
it does.
Does it look does it look like how do I word this? Who does it look like to me?
It does look like your sister.
Who's walking? Somebody's walking.
Where have you seen
Oh, I'm sorry, that was me.
this tabaxi?
In my dreams. I've been dreaming her about every night since I met you. It's so strange. I was told I was probably created 2 years ago, but the memories I had, I was a child, and she was a child too. I don't know what it means.
in these dreams, where do you see them?
Well, the only place that I really recognized, I mean, we were in the tower that I was found in. And she's trying to decide whether or not she's going to disclose some of the more horrible things that she's seen in her dreams. And she's kind of holding that back for now.
Does Eclipse catch on to the fact that she might be hiding something?
Insight check. Deception check.
Or do you want that to be verbal since it's with the
Fine, I
player?
trust you.
Okay.
Go for it.
For insight, that will be a 12.
Sorry.
Did not notice
Yep.
that.
Are there
You're
any
very
trees?
There
yes,
are.
I'm
Down the
shocked
way,
by this
there
information.
are trees. Because you're still like in the rocky part of the mountain. If you do travel a few hundred feet down, actually in the snow, because like you're only getting like residual from the snow because you're kind of undercover. But there are pine trees that are just covered in snow way down the mountain.
Okay. Well, if we get some wood, I can light it on fire so we can have some flames to warm ourselves. I'm freaking freezing.
That's a good idea.
Here.
Yes.
What is this? I
What?
don't know what you have.
Oh, that's that cube
Been
that you
trying
found.
for so long. I don't even
this
know
is-
how
this
to
is the
actually
cube?
operate this thing.
Wait, so it warms? It's a warm?
Oh, it's 15
Thing?
foot. Yeah, it was a
let me
thermal
read it.
cube.
I mean, I have my candle,
thermal
but
cube.
it doesn't
The
put
thermal
off
cube,
that
this
much
3-inch cube of solid brimstone generates enough dry heat to keep the temperature within 15 feet of it at 95 degrees Fahrenheit.
Whoa.
Well, I'm much
Yeah.
more comfortable in 95.
So when you hold it and you activate it, 15 feet around you, you guys are warm, actually melting the snow as well as you're
Oh, okay.
walking through.
Then
It's like summer
whatever,
heat.
I don't care.
Realizing it's probably too OP that I gave that to you. No. But here we are.
Well, I guess we didn't need the furs after all.
Yeah, Kyriel's
Hey,
probably
I'll break down in the
sweating.
end.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna steal that. Someone's gonna steal it hard. All right. What do you guys want to do?
Should we?
Should we
I mean,
head
I think the first
check
thing I would
for
do is
Down
check
the
to see if we can go
mountain?
back.
Where did this
Oh, that's a
thing
good.
take us?
That I don't know.
Does there look like a way back?
Just know it's fucking cold.
There is nothing magical around here that's not
The
on
teleportation circle is a one-way teleportation.
I don't have
One-way
teleportation.
piggy.
Nope. Nope.
Level 4 characters rarely do.
Yeah.
Not
Pl-
once they can. Not once a viewer.
Oh yeah.
So what? So his rope is just like.
Oh, it was cut. Yeah. So you lost like 10 feet of your rope, 20 feet of your rope, Eric.
Awesome.
Eclipse looks around to see if there's any sort of identifying landmarks or anything around.
No, the only thing you all saw was down the hill. Some sort of life was way down the hill. Everything else
Life?
is super dark and snowy. Like there was a light from a town.
Oh, light.
Like, yeah, like 10
Light from a
miles,
town.
maybe more.
Somewhere to
Probably take you a couple
Yeah.
hours to walk down there.
somewhere to might have some ale. Although it'd be frozen.
Well, there's
And to
nothing else we can do but go down there, I guess.
Yes. Find some shelter, some warmth. Actually, some ale sounds pleasant at the moment.
I sure would like some hot
God,
food.
now we're seeing things alike. I love it.
But what is this stuff? And
I
she
don't know. I don't like it.
Wait,
Oh, this is frozen
What did you-
rain.
Frozen rain?
Yes.
you've
have you
never seen
been?
snow before?
No, I've never seen snow.
I've never
What?
been out of the swamp
Oh.
until now.
I've
does
have
not
2 years
snow
of
here.
memories, and we
You've
live on a
been out on
tropical
a rainy
continent.
day, yes?
I've been out on a rainy day, yes.
Well, when
You
it's
should-
really cold, the rain turns into this. It falls a little lighter,
Cool.
And it stays nice and cold.
I get closer to Carrick.
I'm gonna scoop some up and like crunch it into a ball. You should try it. It's actually refreshing.
Just
Oh, you like that, do you?
eat it?
Keelan immediately eats them because you
You're
said it was
strange.
refreshing.
Probably like this, and mine's like a -1. That probably knocked me out.
Oh,
Just-
come on. A snowball?
I'm just kidding.
Tastes
Wizards.
like water.
Just make sure that if one's going to consume it, that it is not of the yellow variety.
Is it not good?
That happened way faster than I thought it would. Also, Carrick, when you go to grab the snowball and you come back to throw it, it melts and turns into water and just splashes on Keywin.
Because you're holding the 95
Oh,
degree cube.
all right.
So are there
I'll
tracks?
find a better example, and then I'll set the thing down, set back, and throw a snowball at her.
You get the point.
You guys don't?
I guess we
Push
should.
down the
It
mountain.
sounds like we move onward.
Let's go. I reach down, pick it back up, and we start walking.
So once you start walking, the cube stops working, and then you are all cold again.
What?
Oh, there's a time
The hell
limit.
Wait,
Once
we
you
have-
stop, it starts to pick back up. So mechanically, you can't use it when you're walking, but like if you sit in one place to warm up, you can do that. Insta fix. Kind of ruins the entire story arc, I think, with just snow plowing everything as you're walking
Torch.
around. Torch does
Well,
provide light.
all
in a
right.
little
Let's
one.
get moving quickly then.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Everyone do a survival check.
So
Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, welcome.
Oh my goodness, we got a raid?
Woo!
Raid. Y'all about to get a big old lore drop.
21.
You said survival, yes?
21.
Yes. 21.
Eclipse
Okay.
is still distraught from what happened earlier, and he's distracted. He rolled very poorly.
I got a 12.
Cool. Great. As you guys, you go down a mile or so and traverse off the rocks and everything, and now you're kind of in the snow. It's relatively high. It's knee high, so you guys are really like trying to work through the snow to get
Is
through
it
it.
knee high for Keewin or for Kyriel?
I mean, I'm almost 6 foot.
You're all about the same height except for like the Tabaxi. I think he's like right at 6 foot.
6 foot.
I'm like 7
give
and a
or take.
half. I don't know what the
So
hell
we're
you're talking.
both the shorties.
I'm
Well, there's
7 foot.
like this. There's the 2 7-footers and the 3 6-footers.
Yeah.
This is a very
So,
tall group.
Just curious.
It is a very
Just
tall
curious.
group.
It's a
Tall
big
and
group.
young.
So,
Yes.
which would have been fun if Logan would have been able to do this because he was a little tiny grunt.
Yeah.
Too soon. So as you all
Aww.
as you all traverse through the snow, you see two very large white, what looks to be cats, tearing something apart. Because you rolled high enough, I'll let you submerge your torch away. What would you like to do?
Like cats like
Torch?
Tabaxi?
I think-
Or
I don't think we
Like
have a board.
mountain lions. You guys can do a nature check if you want. History check to maybe identify what they are. Nafako, people who haven't seen snow, you probably have. Don't even do it.
No.
No, you've read books though. You've read books though.
I've read books, but I mean, I am only, I've only read so many books. I don't imagine they'd be on this subject.
I don't know what's in the snow. I
Okay, well,
haven't read
19
any
though.
snow books.
For a nature
I
check,
do.
that was a 19.
19?
18.
19, 18. They are crag cats. They're very large, saber-toothed tiger-like white mountain snow, very aggressive predators.
Can we?
But you do see them tearing something apart and fighting over whatever the flesh is.
Looks like they have a meal. Maybe if we just keep going.
Agreed. Moving onward.
Does it look like Teuton?
No,
Does it look like
it's very obvious. It was another furry creature that was just ripped in half.
Okay. That's good.
Fearblokes are kind of furry creatures.
Yeah, I know, but
No, much larger, much larger.
Not
okay.
as furry.
So you wait there for a moment, kind of hiding in the snow, kind of ducking down. You're very hidden. They're so very, very in tune with what they're doing. One of them is definitely larger than the other and shows its dominance, and the other one kind of subsides. It grabs the big game and it takes off, and the smaller one grabs some smaller piece, looks all y'all's direction, but then goes and follows the other one.
What in the world was that?
Best not to wait around and find out.
I don't know. We gotta get to the town.
Where do you think we are? There's nowhere like this on Hylac, right? Right? But you guys you've seen snow before. Maybe you know where we are?
I don't know exactly where we are.
I mean, you guys would have seen snow on top of the mountains, but not like on the ground.
Yes, this one knows of snow, but he's definitely the first experience trekking it.
Yeah, I mean, I would think actually, in my experience, I might have actually walked in snow. But yeah, okay. Either way, I know what it is because I've been around a little bit more than some of the folks.
Yeah. Can everyone make a perception check?
I'm not that old.
Well, some of us are just really young, like
21.
21. 12.
18.
18.
I honestly don't remember what I'm rolling.
Perception.
14.
I'm actually very happy that Key Win's the one who got the 21. So as you're continuing down the way to get down, and you're going to walk by whatever this scene was. And as you walk by this scene, you see very large, what looks to be like feet, and it has white fur, and you see like the leg of this creature. You probably wouldn't know what this is, but whatever it is, it's obviously dead. There's organs and just body parts everywhere, and these two cats came in and killed this very large creature. However, with the 21, you hear sniffling behind one of the trees.
I'm going to look for the sniffling thing.
Okay. So you approach this where the sniffling is coming from, and your friends are kind of looking around as well, and you're just kind of very, very hyper focused on the sniffling, and you're looking, and you see a very interesting tiny creature, maybe 3 feet tall, white fur, a bluish face, almost like reddish glowing eyes, and its ears are poked up. It looks very sad, and says in giant, where's my mama? Where's my mama?
In giant, I'm gonna say, well, hi, I don't know where your mama is. What is it? What am I looking at? It's 3 foot tall.
You don't know what this creature is. Mechanically,
yeah,
it's a baby yeti, but you don't know what it is.
I thought so. So can I tell by looking at it that it's what this dead thing is? Just smaller? Okay. Can I take you somewhere? Maybe we can find some of your other kin?
I don't have other kin. I just had my mama. I didn't have anyone else.
I'm like, what do I do? Do I like tell this thing that its mom is dead? Oh my gosh. I don't know where I don't know if your mama's gonna be coming back. Can I help? Can I help?
Let's get something to eat. Come on.
And I look at everyone. I'm assuming they're just like watching me talk to this thing. Y'all, I think this dead creature, and I'm speaking in common, whatever you want to say. This creature that these things were eating is this thing's mom, and it doesn't have any other family. I'm gonna look at.
Would it be welcomed in that town that we're going to? Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe we take him with us.
I'm gonna look at the thing and be like, can I do anything for you? You want to come with us and find shelter?
Yes.
And I'm gonna like come here, give it a little hug if it lets me.
Oh, he totally gives you a big old hug.
Oh.
Now we won't let you go.
Nope.
He's so cute.
Then he takes a bite.
Oh no.
Best be cautious going to this town we're going to. Unknown if they'd be welcome.
I mean, it's just a child.
Agreed. However, as we've seen in some other areas, not all people are accommodating.
Put it on your back. Maybe they'll just think it's a jacket. Let's go.
I'm gonna take its hand and just keep it near me.
Okay.
I want to ask it its name if it has a name.
I don't have a name yet.
Okay. We'll figure a name out for you. I've been there. I understand.
My mama just called me Little One.
That works for me, little one. We're gonna figure out a safe place for you to stay.
Okay. And he holds your hand, and you guys walk through the snow.
Mm-hmm.
Point of order: as he's walking through the snow, he's kind of walking on top of the snow. He's actually not walking in it.
Oh, interesting.
Can everyone do another survival check for me?
You seeing this?
6.
I'm gonna start calling you guys the Fosters.
Seriously, foster
Not wrong.
children. Like,
I actually love that show.
14.
I only got
14. 10. 19.
No.
Oh dear.
Okay, so everyone give me one more perception check.
ha!
16. Did
That'd
you
be great
really?
for me. A
Did
natural
you?
20, so it's 23.
14.
Well, there you go.
14.
A 1
Three.
and a 20. 2 rolled
Got it.
apart. Like,
Natural
boom,
20.
boom.
Okay. Everybody else?
16.
16. So you make it down the mountainside, and now you're through the trees, and you get to an area that the snow seems to be a little bit more packed down. It seems like maybe this is a thoroughfare or something. Carrick, you notice a post on the side of this packed down snow. It looks like it has something on top of it, but it's covered up with snow.
Oh, no.
As Carrick wipes it off, it has an arrow pointing in the direction that you're going, and it says Travak.
Do any of us recognize the language
supposed to know
or
this,
what that
right?
means?
Not in this game, no.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Travak, so none of us know it.
Must
Travak.
be the town.
Yeah.
That's a good
Thanks, Preceptor. I meant, does anybody know why the town is here or where we're at? We could be on an entirely different peninsula or, continent.
Or
Do you-
plane.
Does this have any? Do you remember anything about a name like that?
Maybe. Can you roll a history check for me?
Who is rolling that?
5.
For 5. He would probably have a higher thing, so be plus. He'd probably have a +8. It'd probably give you a little bit. I've only heard of a Travak in the Crystal Tundra, but that's on the other side of the world.
Wait a
How
minute.
is it possible
Wait,
for us to move
wait,
that far?
wait.
Where are we? We're on the other side of the
Telling me
world.
this little thing has been to the. Wait, what?
He
It
did
was
say he
here
was.
when we got here.
No,
Tyvar.
Tyvar, my fox. The 4,000-year-old fox.
Yes. He's gonna be like, no.
I'm talking about a little thing. I'm like, what? Well, this is bad, I think. This means we might be thousands of miles away from where we were.
And that means we can't help anyone with the white cloaks or...
These ones never been this far from Hylac before.
Have you left Hylac?
As you all are processing this, standing here at this crossroads with the sign that says Trvak that way, that's what we're going to call it for tonight.
Oh.
And as we continue to figure out and navigate the frosty, frigid expanse in the northwestern part of the Crystal Tundra, we begin the rise of the Frost Maiden.
I thought
dear.
so.
Oh, wow.
I just got mine in today. I'm not
So,
gonna look at it.
Do you know where Trvak is, April?
Like,
You
well, you
too
just told
should
us.
know. Kyria, or April and Diane should know where Trvak is.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Where the school is and stuff.
That's where you two wizard ladies are from, is that city.
No, we were from. It starts with an E.
Yeah, it was.
I thought you told me it was Trvak. Never mind. Doesn't matter. I thought
Where?
it's at the tip. It's a tip of the dragon's
cat's
head.
mouth. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Trvak. Yeah.
Where?
Oh,
At the tip
maybe
of the
the
dragon's
name
mouth.
changed. Okay.
Maybe I did change the name. I don't know. Anyway, you're from the same city.
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh, that's
so
cool.
a fun, exciting
Nice.
moment. I actually had a very awesome winter part of this
You
campaign, which
Totally
was already.
changed the name. Yeah.
Yep.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, because
was
of
it
the
before?
timeline.
Yeah. It's different times. Timing.
I mean, it's 4,000 years later, right?
Yep.
Sure. There we go. I forgot I changed the name. Anyway, so I did have this kind of planned out, but then reading through the Frost Maiden, there's a lot of really juicy things. So I've restructured the 10 towns, and I've created my own 10 towns for this next story arc.
Oh my.
In the frigid expanse.
I am so distraught right now.
And Kiwin apparently has a pet yeti.
What's happening? What am I gonna do with this freaking yeti?
A baby. Mama.
Does it have
Congratulations.
what are the companion marks?
By the way, since I never got to show it off, here's today's kitty shirt.
There you go.
Aww.
Oh,
I have a kitty shirt too.
Aw.
Kiwin, do another perception check,
Oh.
and then we'll rate somebody. Who am I to rate? I'm gonna look.
That is 22.
22. He does have a black diamond
No.
on his forehead.
What? A yeti?
What?
That's nuts. Well, that's pretty cool. He speaks giant. Oh my gosh! What in the world?
Ether. We were from Ether.
Yeah.
Oh, I did change that because I used that for something else. That's right. But yes, so here we are. Didn't expect to get here this fast. I need to finish doing some stuff. I expected you guys to go to Nightcrest, and I was like, I have nothing to distract them. Here we go.
I was
Getting Portal to half the
Nightcrest
other side of the world is
too,
definitely
yeah.
a distraction, yes.
Well, no, that portal thing that's been a thing since I decided to build this campaign. But I didn't expect to get to that portal.
Yeah,
but
we
it's
are
fine.
far.
I loved everything that you guys did. So,
But I mean, there was a trail. We followed the trail.
Breadcrumbs.
you did, and everybody failed their save, which is ridiculous.
Except for
Well,
this
actually-
one. And then he was just like, tie the rope. Oh, there's nobody.
Technically, I succeeded
Technically.
too, but what I
Technically,
saw
you
was
succeeded.
enough to make me disregard
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
It's this one getting me into trouble.
Yep.
This was such an amazing episode. Let me just put that out there. Like, you guys are just fantastic, and I'm having a blast doing this, and I can't wait to explore other things. No cheating, he win.
I'm not.
I've homebrewed
I
a
just
lot
got
of
it.
it.
I just
No, I've
got it
homebrewed a
down,
lot of
yeah.
it anyway. But we're going to go ahead and rate our friends over at Perception Studio. If you like D&D and you like puppets, that's the place to be. They do D&D with puppets. Yes, they do D&D with puppets. I said the right thing. Catch us on Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific for the next episode of Cantor Chronicles, and 9 a.m. on Saturday for the next episode of River Break. And then we'll circle back Monday for the next episode of Quests and Answers, which I'll figure out a topic at some point. And then the next episode of Wizards of Ukodor. And we'll see you guys next week here, Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, for the next episode of the Realms of Ukodor as we venture in the frigid expanse.
Hey, is it Wednesday yet?
Bye, everyone.
Go ahead and spread the Fable 42 love, and we will see you guys next time.
Midweek Mayhem!